we got Mordred versus Classic Rando. Gonna start things off for us.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. We have Leo, oh, man, the gorilla himself,
Leo,
versus
yeah.
versus Ramlethal.
The king of the jungle. Oh god, I can't deal with this character personally. There's where it starts. Yeah, burst. Get out of there. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, you already have to deal with the mix-up now, as you see that he has the plenty of quarter pressure, the wall break as well. Gonna save the meter. Not gonna quite use it for the Oki situation here, but even still, oh my goodness, she even tried to backdash. There's no escaping. You're right. He is the king of the jungle. He's getting
look
mauled.
At him go, Rando with a big start here. Damn.
Unfortunate.
But you know what? Ram is amazing, so we can see what Mordred's got going on here. Oh no, just don't get mauled. Don't let him start. Oh, the command grab. Oh,
here we go
again. So much damage.
It really does, yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of situations where you have to be careful against Leo, especially like this. I like the jump back S, and this is where Ramlethal's game plan sort of gets started. If you don't let him out of the corner, it's already far away. So it's going to be hard to sort of try and keep him away. I think her buttons are great at doing that, though.
Oh, okay, nice. She's able to get her burst again. Yeah. Oh, the fireball! It's so cheap. Oh, okay, YRC.
Into the DP.
Yeah, I mean, when you got one.
Right,
I learned something recently about YRC that I didn't know was that if you YRC, you actually stop your meter gain a lot for like 6 seconds or something. Yeah, I was like, why doesn't the game tell me that? I didn't even know. I use that thing all the time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, to be honest with you, like it causes and creates so much pressure, so much of a sort of like a mix-up situation. It is one of the more utilized things. Like Roman canceling in this game is huge. I love the fact that she grabbed that, because that's something it is that Leo doesn't need to necessarily get away with. If he tries to go for the cross-up every time, you can grab him out of that.
Yeah, it's just, one way to like stop him from getting started for free, basically. He's like, please no.
Right. Yeah. Please.
Oh no, the burst whiffed. Oh, he tried to interrupt. No. That's typical. When you block the overhead, you don't even feel like you've won, because you can just cancel it and then there's no punish there. Leo does not stop.
As well. Yeah, this is wall breaking to death. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why people call him the gorilla, the king of the jungle himself. That's exactly why. Because it's like, man, all right, guess I got another round in me, no? That's as long as he has a meter, you're pretty much curtains of anything. Oh man.
And that fireball is so good. Like, why does he have that? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, that 6P through that? Okay, yeah, all right. That's crazy. They used the anti-air and went through the far S. That's wild.
Great burst. Doesn't want Mordred to get anything started.
He's trying to keep the pressure on.
He just walked up. No! Oh! Perfect check.
He actually interrupted the command grab with that.
Yeah. Oh, the backdash. He got away from the dust.
Trying to full on commit. That's a huge counter hit. He could just kill right here. As long as he RCs, and that's going to be it for now. That's another, at least one round for Ramlethal. I think Ramlethal's buttons are definitely like some of the, in my personal opinion, some of the best in the game, with not only their reach, but for how much she can get from that. 100%. And I think it really benefits her to be able to fight Leo when she can get her buttons off. And you see most of the time, you mentioned that fireball, and this is already part of the problem. This is it.
Oh no. His snowball factor is just so high. Like, you get hit once and you're like, oh god, it's probably over. But Ramlethal also has a snowball factor in the corner, but not if I got a DP. Not if I have a DP. Oh shoot.
Yeah. Oh, she went for the throw, and he actually with the backdash crossed under, goes for the standing light. That's unfortunate. I mean, like it's that's about how, and I think that is a great demonstration of just how Strive is. Like, that match didn't feel long because of the amount of damage it is that you're taking in this game if you ever do manage to get hit, right? Leo's so good at keeping on that continuous pressure, and it's so scary. Just so afraid to sort of put this pressure on when you're fighting against somebody like that. You really just close the gap so quickly, and it's really hard to try and fight that or look for a way out unless you're ready for that cross up. Then you could throw him out of it, but even still, like, that wasn't happening much. That back turn is probably the scariest thing he has.
It's because it's like, if you're knocked down, he's probably going to be back turned regardless, and then you just have to keep guessing over, and you're like, oh my god, please stop, Leo. I want to play.
Ah, yes, death approaches.
Literally.
Leo is a pretty strong character so far, in the first month of the game. But also, like, looking at the players, like Classic Rando, Mordred, not so sure myself, but, Classic Rando, we know he's a solid fighting game player, plays multiple games, comes from Street Fighter V, where he's got a really solid gil going. I mean, I'm sure Misa Kratz, you've seen Classic Rando play quite a few times, and once he gets that train going with Gil, it's like he's unstoppable, right? So, not surprised to see him here in Guilty Gear Strive. I've been watching him play here and there as well, and he's turning out to be a very strong player. But next up, we're gonna get Luke in 2 turntables. Luke is one of the higher ranked Milias. Currently in ranked, so definitely a strong player. 2 turntables, a seasoned Guilty Gear player. Just actually was playing in our Plus R tournament, and I'm pretty sure he is playing Soul. So gonna beat my chest here a little bit.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I was just about to mention. You already got rid of one gorilla, but here comes the other one. The cages were open today. So.
Yeah, I mean, and 2 turntables, like, I watched him play all the, Xrd. He's a Tekken player by nature, but also plays a lot of anime games. But every Guilty Gear game he plays Soul. And let me tell you, the man has no fear. If you think he's going to DP, he's definitely going to DP. So.
Oh no!
Yeah,
he's a scary Soul player.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
He's a wild player. So definitely one to look out for. But once again, Luke, high level Dragon Ball player as well. So definitely not coming from a competitive background. Definitely top. I would say he's definitely top 3 Dragon Ball Fighters players here in Toronto, placing high pretty much across the board. Super excited to see how this match turns out. Luke is now in the lobby. We're waiting for 2 turntables here, and we should be set to go. So far, looks like my instructions are working. People are getting into their matches here on time, keeping things running smooth so far. So I'm happy to see that.
Nope.
So I think for the matchup for Milia and Soul, I think Soul can give her quite a bit of problems, and it's like you said, having a DP honestly like kind of makes her mix less effective because she has to take special care to, like, if she wants to bait it, but then she leaves herself at a risk for certain knockdowns if he doesn't do it. So I'm not sure elsewhere, but I feel like Milia has to try her best here to try and kind of navigate Soul, and then even when she's running her offense, he has options that a lot of others don't. So we'll see how he does.
Definitely having a non-meter usage DP is pretty huge. Milia has a DP of her own, but only when she has that tension gauge at least at 50%. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. If I was that Soul, I would burst immediately too. There's like no way because of this. This is exactly why I would burst. Yeah. Exactly why I would burst. I would try and keep her away as much as possible. And here we go. This is the mixed situation once again.
Really
has to go for the left, right, into the low immediately after, into the super, into a final mix. Guess for game, but uses the gold RC. Oh. Still not enough. Yeah, okay. In case you guys were wondering, for those of you that are watching, why he bursted immediately, that's why. That's exactly why he bursted. That situation.
You called it. It was like, man, you know what? Please don't start. I don't want you guys starting. See that?
Yeah, there it is again.
I always like the burst that keep the opponent in the corner. I play Axel, so I hate when people do that to me. So I'm like, no, what the heck?
No DP whatsoever. Here we go with the mix once again. Goes high this time. And keeps the pressure, uses the dust to break the wall. This is now not necessarily guess for game, but you got to be careful with that blue RC. I love the usage of the forward drift with that. Now Milia got hit a couple times with the standing, the 5P, the neutral P.
To close it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That was a quick game there. Like the mix was too strong.
That was definitely a very, very quick game, I would say. And that's because of the fact that Milia provides so much to the table. I actually was fighting against a very good Milia earlier today. I think he is top 10 on the leaderboard in Celestial for Milia. I actually was playing against him, and he was
really?
The craziest part about that is that with that mix-up, when he switched a chip.
Yeah.
He with a chip, actually.
I can't believe
now we're dealing with like
he picked someone other than Soul.
That's crazy.
You were just saying it was like a Soul ride or die, and he was like, screw it. He's like, let me pick the actual top one character.
Did play Leo in Xrd, so I mean,
okay.
But yeah, I'm definitely surprised to see the Chip
do it. Yeah, I would.
We'll see how Chip's gonna do though. Also an amazing character. I mean, I feel like you could say that with a lot of the cast, but Chip is actually amazing.
Right, but this is like something it is that we're seeing right now is his obscenely low health. I believe him and Milia have like the 2 lowest health bars in the game. They both die extremely quickly.
Damn.
And I don't necessarily know if personally for me if I agree with the Chip pick because you still have to deal with the mix, and that actually means that Milia's going to get a lot more mileage off of this if she actually goes for the mix-up, like that, for example. Gotta be careful.
Goodness.
He can't even DP. He's just trying to DP, yeah, and he can't even do that.
Oh no, this is looking all Luke. He's just taking this match by storm. Oki here. Oh no, you had to burst. You absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was airborne, so you couldn't punish. Ah.
Oh, but it's already a good combo, though. This might be a good start. She doesn't have any reversal, so this might be a huge wall run. Exactly, the wall run combo, but he ends up dropping it.
Oh no, he hit it too fast.
Counter hit. Use the gold RC just to make sure that they can get the hit, and she finds the counter hit S, the counter hit aerial S, and that's going to be all she wrote for that one. Unfortunate, really. I'm not too sure about necessarily the Chip pick because of the fact that you have to block so much when you're dealing with Milia, and like I said, that means she gets so much more mileage, and we saw that. He tried to DP at one point, but that's just she literally has like she has 4 options from that. Like as soon as she does it, it's like I don't know what you can necessarily do in that situation other than like say something really like 5-head and just be like, don't get hit. Like I don't like what's the advice there?
Just block it. Like, what do you mean?
I know I'm on a real tournament stream now because 5-head got brought up.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking of streams, something really important you guys should do. Definitely, you guys should be hitting up the Matcherino. If you guys didn't know, they actually did a revamp of their website recently, and there are no more promo codes. All you got to do is hit that contribute button to donate 50 cents to the prize pool, absolutely free. 100% goes to the players. Make sure you guys hit up that link. Use up all those promo codes that they've got there, and they just made it easier. Now you don't even have to enter a special code. You just hit the login with your Twitch account, hit the button, and boom, 50 cents right into the pot. We're at $7 right now, guys. So if you guys can jump in there, pump it up for the players, send them home with some loot. And
it's actually very easy. Yeah. I did it right before the stream started, and it was just like click Discord and be like, thumbs up. There you go. So it's actually nice. I like the revamp a lot.
Bracket runners are just lining up a match for us. Things are moving very quickly. So we'll take a look at the brackets here. So we just saw Luke beat 2 turntables. Dez, probably one of the favorites to win this tournament tonight, is playing low tier hype right now. And also we got Kalisto playing Rainex. Dasabro won his first match 2-0 against Afro Revolver, waiting for the winner of Prisma Sigma and Chillagen. And we also have Rakir, a very strong anime player here in Canada. Definitely top 8 Evo Unist with a debatably really terrible character. So known as a bit of a low tier connoisseur. But Rakir very strong, playing against Risky Goose right now. And we've got Xylophone waiting in round 3 for his opponent. Between his match between Quay and Melon is finishing up, so he'll play the winner of that. And right at the bottom, we've got Wongo Bongo versus Mango for Tango. What a match of names!
Wongo Bongo Mango. Mango's my homie. I'm glad I get to see him. He uses Leo, so and Wongo I know from Street Fighter. He's so
Toronto native, local. He's Wongo is a super homie for us. He supports all our streams, comes to as many events as he can, and we miss all the homies. But hopefully sooner than later, we can get this going.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested to see this match as well, mostly because of the fact that it's like I was mostly just thinking about like the match it was that we just saw against Milia. I wonder if there's really any way to sort of beat that setup. Part of the reason why it is that I only say that I don't know if it could possibly trade if you try to go for the cross up or not. Chip and Soul are the only 2 characters in the game that have 3 frame normals. For Soul, it's his 5K, so his neutral K, and for Chip it's his 5P. So I wonder I don't know if there was any sort of way that he could have mashed out of that. Maybe. I mean, I have no idea. Like, I genuinely don't know what the advice would have to be.
The only way you can actually jab Milia out of any disc setup is it like if she does it off of her crouching dust, like her 2D, that one the disc hits meaty, so you can't mash. But if she does a throw and then does a disc, there's actually a gap, but then she has to manually time a meaty with something else like her jumping normal. But he was getting it off of like the knockdown, so the disc was hitting meaty, so you just couldn't press. That was unfortunately like Luke was just kind of setting it up perfectly with this character being like, no, he's gonna guess here. Sorry.
Once again, going back to like Luke comes from a Dragon Ball background, like he's all about getting knocked down on Oki, right? It's like that Dragon Ball, the whole game revolves around knockdown Oki, right? So like Milia is a very natural fit for that mindset, and I'm not surprised to see Luke getting a lot of success with Milia. Just definitely feels like a character that's right down his alley. And I've never really seen Luke play anything other than Dragon Ball Fighters, so it's really exciting to see him be able to translate that, his experience there into results in a totally, essentially a different game completely. So, yeah, looks like a lot of these matches are starting to wrap up here. So we should have a match on stream very shortly here.
Definitely keep the pressure on with that Milia. I mean, I hope we end up seeing Gazato tonight. So what? We've seen like 4 different characters so far. I mean, we've seen Soul, we saw Chip, we saw Milia. Well, we saw Chip for like what we blinked and it was over. When we saw Chip, that's just his health pool.
I'm being told the next match we may see is probably going to be the winner of Dez and low tier hype. I don't want to curse low tier hype, but my prediction is that Dez will take it. I mean. Low tier hype is a solid Street Fighter player. He plays regularly in the offline circuits here. So Guilty Gear is a new game for him. But Dez definitely has played Exerd, played Ino in Exerd, but has switched to Axel. And Dez has been placing top 8 in pretty much every tournament that he's entered. And he's entered some big tournaments. So one to look out for. And there we go. Dez has won his match as predicted. So I think we're gonna get Dez and Classic Rando up on the stream. That's gonna be a good one. Classic Rando already showing everyone that his Leo is really strong. But Dez, once again, like I said, Dez probably the favorite to win this tournament. It's gonna bring out his Axel probably. So we'll see how that matchup looks.
I mean, I use Axel, and I can say that the matchup is actually quite nice. For him, like not like the best, but I think like in neutral, Leo has more of a more difficult time to actually get in. But of course, if you get in, but that's not Axel specific. Like if you get in, you win because that's just Leo.
Well,
but I do think Axel has a good job of keeping him.
And that's the thing
over
too.
there.
Like previously, like I played Leo in Exerd, so I know that it's like in Exerd that matchup was not good for Axel because Leo's mix-up is really good, right? Up close, the mix-up is. I mean, it's not complicated. It's left, right, up, down. It's at any given time. But the fact that he got so much damage off it in Exerd was a big deal. But that's changed a lot here in Strive. Definitely Leo not as strong on the knockdown as he was in Exerd. Obviously, the game mechanics are slightly different as well. So Leo's still very strong. But definitely I feel like the matchup just on paper is much more even. So curious to see how this turns out, but we got Dez in the lobby already, just waiting on Classic Rando to join.
It's definitely a far cry from what it is that we saw of Leo and in the beta as well. They changed a lot before this game actually ended up coming out. There, like a lot of characters had a lot more different stuff. Yeah, absolutely. He got a lot more. He got a lot more confirms and a lot more dangerous setups when he was in the beta as opposed to he is now. So they definitely like watered him down a bit. But I wouldn't be as concerned about that because we saw Leo still doing his thing where he's keeping that pressure on in the corner. He still has the fireball setup that he had in XR, so that's still not going to change off of the knockdown. And then you use the heavy slash fireball, and then you keep the pressure in the corner. I definitely think that's something it is that once we get that knockdown, you'll probably see a lot more of. I'm excited to see Axel though, because Axel is who I used to play in the beta. So I actually had a really good time with him.
Axel's the best. Axel gang, go. Like, I feel like that's why I really enjoy the character. I love just stopping people. Like, stay over there. It's just satisfying in this game where we're just trying to run at you, and it's just like, yo, I have things that I can just make you stop. feels pretty good. It feels like you've got power, you know. So I always love watching all the Axels out here put in this work.
You also have the situation of like the time stop as well. I mean, that's something it is that maybe like you won't use as much because they definitely destroyed how much time you had. Because in the beta, it was like you activated it and you just like sat there, and like he had it for like almost the like half a round. You were just waiting for it to run out.
They definitely bopped it a little bit, so it's not even that good anymore. I honestly like the use for it is very much less, and like you're better off using your meter for RCs or something, and then it's like, but you know, it's still an option. It's still cool. Like as long as it's cool, but I feel like in use it's a bit worse, or not really. You may as well just use RC or save it for, you know, getting it confirmed so you could get better damage or something like that. But yeah, they definitely changed the timer. I remember that too, because I was like, oh, this thing is really good. And then I was like, wait, why doesn't it feel as good? It's like, oh, it just runs out so fast. What do you mean?
It does, because it was super crazy.
Yeah, I definitely was. Like, I understand. It's like one of those things that's like hard to balance where you're like, okay, well, if it's like really good, then it'll be kind of obnoxious. Because like at the same time, he kind of just controls neutral if it's popped. Because you have to kind of respect him in a way, because if you start like running at him, he could just snap his fingers at any point and then you died. So like I understand having to balance it out in that way of being like, okay, but
right. But why? Yeah. What if I wanted to keep it? Why couldn't we just have exactly.
Let me just hold it. What's the problem? Above Axel. No, I'm kidding.
Also, shout outs to Justin, by the way, for the huge raid, 282 people. Thank you so much, Justin, for that raid. That was sick, actually. We
Justin
do love to see
Wong out here.
Justin
Thank you very much.
With a massive rate.
See, Justin's an honorary Canadian now, so he's got to support us, right? Let's go, Justin. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you guys so much. We're just taking some time to sort of see if we can load into the, or not load into, but just wait for the opposing player in Strive to actually be here.
Yeah, I think so. Classic Rando said he did crash, so he just.
Oh no!
Oh no! Rest in peace.
You know what that means? Communicating with all the servers. We'll be back in a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
It happens.
But it's gonna take some time. It'll take some time to get back as well. I mean, we have a situation now where it's like, I mean, Axel's cool because he has like a full screen like command grab, right? So there's a lot of opportunities where that opens up, and overall continues his sort of game plan. Although actually, if I were him, if I was playing against a Leo, I would use that command grab mostly very sparingly because of the fact that all that does is that creates a sort of situation where the gap is closed, and Leo wouldn't be zoned out for as effectively or maybe as much. And all it takes is one bad DP, and it's like.
Well, actually, the command grab still kind of keeps you back to where you started. That's what's good about it, is because it doesn't actually leave you closer to Axel. Because what happens after the command grab is you OTG with 2 heavy, like crouching heavy, and then it bounces them, and then you cancel it into either Rensengeki or another command grab, and they kind of look the same. So then it's kind of like a little like. You know what I mean? You'll get like a meaty Rensen or another command grab, and then you're bop full screen anyway. So I like to use it personally when you have a meter, because if the command grab, you could just purple RC cancel it and then keep yourself safe. So, but hey, we got Rhino back in here. We got Dags using his Axel, and then Classic Rhino with his Leo. We're gonna see how this plays out. These two, it's gonna be a really, really intense match, because I just explosive matchup. Both these characters going at it.
It seems like for right now. The round is starting. They're using the fireball to sort of keep things out, but you can't really do that as effectively against the Axel because of that. You have to deal with his. I believe it's charge back forward S, and that's typically what keeps people away for the most part. Is it's hard for them to quite find that sort of opportunity for them to do much of anything. The zoning is actually really, really effective against him. Just sort of keeping him back and keeping him away. Honestly.
Yep, you can. That's what I was saying. Like, the matchup isn't as bad as it may seem, because even though when Leo gets in, like, Axel can explode, but Axel does have a decent time of keeping Leo out. He has to like work his way in, and there it is. Oh, he gonna get command grabbed. See, this is where Leo is just really enjoying his time.
Right. For right now, he is able to keep the pressure and manages to bait out the DP, base the burst as well. and keeps the pressure going. Red RC into some Axel bomber loops, but drops the final hit. He's still keeping the pressure though, and actually opts to go back in, gets the counter hit. What more will he find? A DP, open and ready. Classic Rando goes for the mix once again. This is exactly what he wants.
Perfect. Oh no, but he can obviously cancel it. Okay, but he was still able to close out the round regardless. Dad's gonna be up a game here. Perfect, perfect.
Oh man,
that was really scary.
It genuinely was.
Yeah. It was like, oh no, he drops a combo. Oh no, Leo's in. But we're gonna see a classic Rando. See how he's gonna adapt here. Oh, he's close. Oh, nobody dropped.
Nice
Did he end up getting a button?
Keeps the pressure on him too. Opts to go in, uses the jumping dust to make sure he keeps that pressure. He still tries to find more setups. He's still trying to keep him in that corner, but the counter hit from Leo might be huge here as it leads to the back turn. Still moves forward, dashes back, and goes for the cross up. He's trying to keep the pressure on him.
It was perfect use to up back there after the back turn S. Got himself out of the situation. Burst here by Rando. Not gonna deal with this. The perfect anti-air by Des. That was sick.
Still able to at least use a lot of those long normals to keep him at range and at a distance. Leo actually going for the fireball here. I wonder why Rando continuously backs up to go for that fireball. He has to try and find some sort of way in. Tries to bait it out by using the guard, but still gets him close enough for Axel to at least keep the pressure. Gets another counter hit to HS. And you're dealing with a situation where now he's at the distance where he wants to be at, while still maintaining that pressure. Goes for the clothesline.
There we go.
And that's going to be the round. Already given to Dez over there on the left-hand side.
All right. 2-0 here for Des over Rando. I mean, that's just the name of the game. Sometimes it just goes by like that. The damage is so high and everything like that. It's just sometimes just over in a flash, and it doesn't really necessarily mean anybody did anything wrong or somebody got smoked. It's just damage is so high. Like, what happened?
You have to remain as patient as possible, especially going up into a matchup like Axel. But for the most part, I imagine you're getting zoned out 90% of the time. That's exactly what it was that we saw. And Axel, once again, Dez not afraid to go in either. I mean, he's jumping in, leading with that IAD S, and as well as the IAD dust to make sure that things are to make sure that things are obviously keeping continuous pressure. And it did work out for him. And most of the time, Leo ate a lot of that damage just from the pokes and just trying to see if he could jump out, see if he can try and start anything for himself, and it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough to deal with all of that, but like you said, patience is the name of the game, honestly, to fight against Axel. And I know it seems really tough because it's like, but he just keeps going, and it's like, yeah, but you gotta pick your moments, and it's tough. It's just, naturally dealing with zoners, but in this game, it particularly feels bad because his zoning is so insane, right? But I definitely feel like playing patient will eventually get you're in, but Des is really good at, like you said, putting on that pressure when it matters, so that maybe sometimes when they're feeling like, okay, I'm gonna just be patient, he like ran in and you're like, oh crap, wait a minute,
right?
What is
right, exactly.
Yeah, and then you get counter hit, you're like, wait, should I press here? It's like, oh crap.
Still keeping the pressure on, and overall, like, making sure that he keeps he knows when to go in, and it felt like he was in control for most of that match, if not the entire match. All because of the fact that it's like he was never afraid to go in, right, when it mattered, and still make sure that he kept that distance. Wasn't afraid of the DPs, wasn't afraid of Leo's natural pressure, and was able to pretty much get his win where necessary.
Yeah, so it's always important to control. Like, I feel like that's the whole name of the game in this game, is just like that control, right? It's like, I need to, like, whatever character you're using, you got to find out how your character controls the best, and you just try to get your little nonsense going first and being like, okay, let me control it in the way I can control this game. So here, next game, we've got Rick here running Chip versus, I think, Austin using Naga. Yeah,
Nagaruyuki. Okay, this is my character.
Right now your bias is gonna start showing. Let's go.
Right, exactly.
I can't imagine. this seems really tough for both sides because Nago could just kill you in one hit, and then obviously Chip has the lowest health in the game, so he probably dies extra hard. But then Chip is just so fast, and Nago's just like a sitting duck almost. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
A lot of the from so far from what it is that's been seen is the faultless defense, the faultless defense from Chip, just to see if he can keep him away, but uses the wake up super. He was doing crouching light.
He's gonna be able to get hit. Oh god.
It's gonna do enough.
That's a lot.
A lot more than probably Chip bargained for.
Oh, he wasn't able to convert off that. Nice.
Oh, the fast RC cancel.
Yeah, that was really tricky.
The fast RC cancel, yeah.
Rick here. Wow, you would punish his little jab there.
No.
No. Oh, that was great
job. Already waiting for it.
It's still so hard to punish. I don't even know if Nago can punish it because you actually have to hit Chip in the air while he's invisible, but Nago doesn't really have the best options from air because obviously he doesn't really have a double jump or anything. Right. Oh,
he
no!
Blocked the gold RC.
The YRC. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's looking good for Ostentatious.
Now next hit. Uses the purple RC to follow up, but actually behind the clone, which is huge. Gets jumping S and finishes that string. It's going to be punished by Chip. Rakir is going to get that first game under his belt. And that's so unfortunate, too. I definitely think that he needs to put sort of like a stall on the pressure. I mean, like, Chip is bursting, like, instantly for the same reason that we saw Soul bursting against Milia instantly as well, right? Mostly because of the fact that Nago's going to hit you and he's going to hit you hard. And Chip with low HP already is going to feel that more than most characters will. So you have to make sure that you at least keep a sort of distance. Chip always wants to go in, though. Rakir's keeping the pressure on him.
He's so wily. Like, get him off me. Oh, no. Like, he's just flying around. It's like, wait. Look, he's just, like, poking you every minute, and then you're like, oh, my God.
Every minute of every hour.
Yeah, he's like a
That's
beam.
just Chip for you.
Stop.
He's all over for it.
Oh, that's really cool. The clone of the RC.
Yeah, I'm following behind it.
Oh,
nice. Gets the command grab. Has to go for it. Still trying to keep the pressure.
Oh,
Fakes the gold RC as well. He has to go for the burst. He still wants to keep the pressure on. Has to use the instant air dash. Goes for the command grab, but the back dash. Rakir was already ready mentally for that.
That was good stuff.
It was. Both these players have really great awareness, actually.
Yeah, like that was a great round by them both. But Rakir came out on top here. Now he's sitting at match point. Ostentatious. Oh, nice. This is gonna turn the tides. Oh no, he got hit. Oh, Nago in the corner is so scary.
Just the counter hit followed up with the burst almost instantly. Goes for the jab that time just to make sure that he can get the damage and the kill because you're Chip and you got no HP. Ostentatious manages to take that round. Now we're looking at match point so far.
That was great. Oh, jeez. I mean, that just came out from one back throw, right? He got Chip in the corner. Oh, but no. Chip's doing his usual thing. Rakir putting on that pressure. Yeah. Oh, he tried to back throw again. That would have been it.
Just goes for the wall break here. Rakir sitting on full meter pretty much thanks to that wall break as well.
Oh, great check there.
Jump back S doing a lot, but this is exactly... Oh, no. Look at the damage. He already lost so much off of 2 hits. He drops the combo, but the life is looking at least about even.
Rakir has to be really careful here. Oh, no. Is he able to kill? Nago's got some beefy health, though.
He's going to be able to live. This is the next hit. Depends on what happens. He gets a positive. He gets a clone. That's huge. He has to bait the burst, but he doesn't quite find it. Goes for crouching HS. And the blood gauge is pretty high. He's going to get meter
here. Yes.
Oh, no.
He tried to challenge really put it work.
Yeah, it did. He tried to challenge the overhead with 5P, and he just didn't quite find it.
Yeah,
Nago's 6P actually is extremely strong. And a lot of the times with Chip jumping, I definitely think that you should utilize that a lot more, especially in neutral as well. For those of you that don't know, there's actually tech where Kai's super, I think it's like the lightning sword, not ride the lightning, but his projectile one. If Nago's 6Ps, it goes through that. Like if he uses anti-air, it actually goes through that. Nago 6P is really good and has like a bunch of good properties like that. So you definitely have to be a lot more careful when you're utilizing not utilized, but where you're dealing with somebody that's more aerial based, like Chip is, because he's so quick, he can jump up a lot, same way May can, right? And really put on pressure just from a lot of his air game. Using 6P a lot definitely sort of stops that. And since it's air invuln, like every 6P is in this game, that overhead I believe would have been stuffed out if he would have used it. But even still, congratulations to Rakir for moving on. I mean, he had to stay on top of him. Every hit it was that Nago got, he made sure that he bursted it if he could afford to do that. And that's just a testament to how strong Nago's, not only Nago is, but how strong he can be. And Chip has no health, so you definitely don't want to get hit.
Yeah, you saw that happen with that round when he had him cornered. It was just like, oh my god, he died? I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh, whatever, he's fine. He's got another hit left. And I was like, oh no. Nago just pumps out damage. So it feels extra bad when you see him comboing Chip. It's like, oh god, look away. Oh no.
He's like, dead already. Stop.
Stop, Nago, no. Oh god.
It's always exciting to see because I mean, Nago is a very like seesaw character, right? Like he's either really doing good or like you're in trouble. So it's always exciting to see explosive damage, right? But next up, speaking of explosive, we got a big match coming up. So this is top 16, the winners quarterfinals. Dez versus Luke. This is going to be a really big match. Two very strong players here locally. Both players that have been doing well in a lot of tournaments. So this is kind of going to be like our first big match of the night, I think, here. And just going down the bracket, of course, we just saw Rakir swoop into top 16. On the other side, we got Q already qualifying for top 8, beating Mango for Tango, so sending to losers. And then also we got Dacidbro waiting for the winner of Test Your Luck and Rainex.
Okay. Let's move on to the next match as well. Oh, this is Axel versus Milia? Oh, no. It's
going to be interesting.
He's got no DP.
Yeah, this is not a good match for Axel. But, I mean, it's definitely hard for Axel to keep her out. But, I mean, Dez is clearly amazing. But so is Luke. So it's kind of hard to always just be like, okay, he's amazing. We'll see what he can do. But they're both extremely talented at this game at the moment, so...
Good anti-air as well, just to sort of keep the pressure on. He's got to maintain that distance, but this is the problem. Once Milia gets the hit, she closes the distance. Make sure that she keeps all that pressure in the corner. Goes for the double air dash and uses the burst. Yep. He wants to maintain that distance.
See, that's the problem right here. Milia's air movement is so unique, and she's got so many options and angles that she can. It's actually difficult for like Axel to just keep her out. Anti-air like this, but he's doing really good trying to just keep her out here. But there we go. See that one isn't meaty off of the throw, so he was able to just jump out.
Oh man, just to get the hit as well.
That one is meaty. Now
keeps the pressure on the double overhead. Tries to go forward. Which way is that going to hit? It's actually circular, but he still gets hit by the disc. If anything, the RC into the finished and confirmed kill from Luke means he takes the first round.
Yeah, that was tough. Like it's hard you can't really just hit out your super to get out of her mix all the time because she'll cross over and everything like that. It's difficult. That's putting up a good fight this round though. Oh, nice. Got the gold burst there from Luke. Here we go.
Into that. Can you find the confirm? He's just going to go for the Oki here. Baits him. And there's the burst bait as well. Into the wall break. He's going to use the super. Just make sure he gets that knockdown.
What's the setup here?
Oh, the purple RC to completely avoid the meaty. He still tries to keep the pressure. He's still keeping...
Oh my goodness, the
6K as well, yeah. Reads the jump and makes sure that he snipes her out of the air. That was wonderful. I didn't even know you could actually do that. The purple RC, the purple RC, I believe, didn't even really stop the meaty. I think it made it whiff the first hit, so Milia couldn't do much of anything. He actually was able to respond well with that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could use it that way.
Right. I didn't either. So far, 6H, the 2HS goes for the full moon if anything. Comes down from the top rope. Manages to get the wall
break. Yup. The positive bonus. Milia's gonna get another meter. It's gonna look tough for Des to make this comeback here.
Still trying to go forward. Manages to get the 2S as well. The gold RC. The gold RC in return just to make sure he keeps that pressure. I agree. Doesn't want to give her any sort of opportunity. No chance. Interrupts the dash up just to make sure she can't keep that pressure into the throw. What more is there? Goes for the meaty and forces out the burst from Luke. His next hit is the winner, but the burst, it came up just in time. Red RC tries to go for the throw, but doesn't find it. Overhead. Next hit is going to be the one that ends it right here. Milia has meter, and now Axel just wants to keep that distance. Oh, the 5P is going to snipe her from across the map. Across goes the distance and manages to close out that round. My goodness.
Comeback? That was really good. That's made that comeback. Yeah, like he looked like he was really down that round, but then he was just able to pull it through. He kept calm, was able to get it. That's really sick.
Yeah. Was able to make that win, honestly. I'm overall super impressed by how they were able to pull that off. I mean, Dez once again, not only with the clear matchup knowledge, but also just the nerves of steel to not panic in a situation like that and keep the pressure on him. Just start up into the next match as well.
Oh, just went straight in with the dashes. The aggression is turned up. Yep.
Yeah, she doesn't want to give him that distance, but you got to be careful. Baits out the burst and still gets the hit into the meaty setup.
It's
He's going to be able
important
to maintain that.
It's very difficult. People have to like start to realize where you can burst Axel because most of his combo is just kind of like auto bait burst because he's so far away.
Goes for the DP as well. Manages to break the wall. This is going to be an Oki situation. Milia runs up and manages to try for the throw, but she actually gets thrown out of her throw. She has the positive bonus, the RC cancel as well, to maintain that pressure and manages to get the snipe. This could be it, provided he doesn't drop it. Goes for close S into jumping HS. That's the round so far as Luke is down, and this is match point for Dez so far.
Oh no, the command grab got jumped. Got a big counter hit punish here. Oh no, he's stepping out there now. Luke is turning up the heat.
Still trying to keep the pressure on him, but manages to escape the corner. He's trying to back up. The air dash manages to whiff the 2S, and now he has to deal with the block. Good block from him so far. Dez has to block again, goes for the cross-up, and manages to get the hit. God. He's going to save the burst, and he's going to just hold on to it next round.
Yeah. That was like one of those rounds. He's like, I can't come back from this. Let me just save it next time.
Right.
It's just like whatever. I think it's important to hold on to your burst too, because sometimes people try and bait it, so then it's like you get like a free out almost sometimes. So there we go.
2S once again. He's trying to snipe her out of the sky. He's more. He's definitely using that a lot more to make sure that he can try and catch her out, catch her lag, and suspect it.
Again, Milia's air movement is so wily that it's hard to actually just even make her block it sometimes because she has so many ways to change her jump arc. And it's really easy for her to get in the dead zone counter hit because her risk gauge was all the way high.
Yeah.
Perfect. Looking good for Des at the moment. Milia's looking have trouble getting in.
He's still trying to keep the pressure on him too. He's making sure that he's using a lot of these normals. Beautiful jump as well. Very aware of what the purple RC provides. But another 6K to close out the round. Dez proceeds on. Sends Luke to the loser's bracket.
That perfect snipe right at the end. He's like, "You're gonna jump. I got this."
And you know what? These guys play each other a lot, so they're definitely gonna go back and talk about it. But one thing we all should be talking about here is the Matcherino. Make sure you guys hit it up. They revamped their website recently. Now you don't need to enter the promo code. All you gotta do is hit a button. That's all you gotta do. Hit the button. Send these players home with some money. Adds 50 cents for absolutely free. So make sure you do that. Hit up the link. I just posted it in the Twitch chat. There are 90 viewers in here. I know you guys have itchy mouse fingers, so please help us out here. And yeah, pump that prize pool out. $9.50 in there right now. We can do better than that. But next up, we're gonna get our first top 8 match. We got Rick here versus Q on stream here. They're going to join in here shortly, and we're going to get this started. So, Rick here, obviously, we've already seen their chip here once tonight. We're going to see Q for the first time here in top 8, working their way through the bracket. They did defeat Mango for Tango to get into top 8, I believe. So,
I actually recall Q's name from Soul Calibur 6, which was a game that I very much loved to death, competed for and everything, and they were an amazing nightmare player. So it's really cool to see Q again in a different game. So I think this is a lot of fun. They were, they were great. I think Q was fantastic. I'm sure they probably still stream.
Yeah, it's really great to see communities mixing too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's nice because like I knew Rikir from Sam Show, and I knew Q from Soul Calibur, so I was just like, oh look, and now this is the third game. It's like not even related. Right. It was like, cool, I got to see everybody.
But this is a matchup I'm scared about. It's Potemkin versus Chip.
Ooh, this could
be crazy. for eons, since the dawn of time, it has always been if you get hit by 2H or 2HS from Potemkin, as Chip, you better burst because you will die. So, ever since Axel Core, since Rev 2, this has always been a scary matchup for him. The minute that he gets grabbed, that's most of his HP. Chips, look, like already, he's trying to back up. He's not trying to get hit. No command grab whatsoever. That's why he got hit by so many lows. He's just trying to escape and keep the pressure on. He will get the wall break here, though.
Yeah, getting the early bonus. Wow, he double hit the armor there on the hammer fall. Using, wow, back Mega Fist.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh.
It was a good job. Good job.
It's a horror movie.
I know.
I'm so scared.
Wow! How did Chip cross over? Good burst there. Now Rikir's in the corner. It's over.
Oh no! Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, Potemkin's command grab does a little bit too much damage, but we won't talk about that.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, you know.
It's like, why am I dead in 2? Come on.
Right.
What did I do?
Goes for the back hammer fall. Goes for the back Mega Fist. I mean.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh no, that's gonna be huge. He can RC this. He's gonna do.
Oh no.
Dust. That's not gonna be death, but he's gonna be close. It's literally
you
the
get
next
Oki
hit.
Here, right?
Yeah.
Perfect
that
answer.
Was
oh no!
And it still catches him with the 2D, the sweep dust.
That was amazing by Q. That was like good awareness.
It was,
like waiting. Maybe Q was waiting for a DP. I'm not sure, but either way, that was. Oh no!
Oh no! Garuda.
Garuda's so cheap.
it's so strong.
Yo, Q's putting in work with these back Mega Fists. The placement that they're using it in is actually super good. Ooh!
He is. Oh my goodness! Snatched out the sky where you're going, Chip. No. Into the meaty setup. Tries to go for the card command grab, but Chip was already pressing. Rikir.
Great
trying
check.
to keep this in his ball.
There we go.
Trying to keep this in his court. Ball in his court.
Let's see if
the pressure.
we can make this count. You gotta be careful.
He has to smother him.
Oh,
the jump dust. The cheeks too OP.
Yeah, cheeks. Damn.
Cheeks too much.
Oh, it's
goes for the alpha blade once again. Ariel gets the cross up, another cross up once again, and now Potemkin's on the back foot here with the grab. This is unfortunate to the Garuda. The meaty goes for the Kara, but he misses the Kara command grab into a meaty once again. Now Chip has to guess. He goes for Garuda, but he's dead. He doesn't burst. And
he had to burst. He had to.
He has to burst. He still gets grabbed.
How did he still throw him?
Rest in peace.
What is the rage? He was out. He was out. He did the.
Garuda is literally the best move in the entire game. It has to be, right? Forces.
I know.
Like
it's
Omega plus on block. It serves as a perfect median. You eat a good chunk of damage when you're blocking it, and then it sets up for a mix.
Right.
Like literally either strike throw. Like it's one of the two.
Yeah, it's actually so bad because of how much damage the command grab does. It's like you don't want to be wrong one time, and it's like, what did I do? Like if you get hit with a meaty Garuda, you're like, what did I do wrong? Like
right, exactly.
What do you want me to do? It's like, you could jump, but not if I do it twice. Like, what? And then you get hit by the second one, which that's probably what just happened to Rikir, right? Actually, he got counter hit, but like, you had to press or jump after you block a Garuda because sometimes they'll do something cheeky, like maybe sneak in another pot buster. But if you do a second one, you just get hit and then you die. And it's like, oh, okay, fair.
It's also super scary as well because it's like into Garuda, there is if you're afraid in terms of jumping, what ends up happening is that there's actually a setup that Brutus found out recently against May, but it also applies to so many different characters because if you try and jump out of that situation after Garuda, if he uses 6 HS, it actually catches your jump frames.
Yeah.
And you eat into like a full, you eat into like a full combo. And that's so terrifying because you're chipped.
You're just dead ass guessing every time you block it. You're like, so you can't blame anybody for pressing or jumping or doing anything. You're like, I had to do something. Like, yeah,
right, exactly.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
it's so tough. But that was really good by Q, really showing off Potemkin's strengths right there, which, you know, damn. When Potemkin gets rolling, the match lasts like 4 seconds. It's like, well, I mean.
Right? It's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm dead. He exploded me. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, you just pretty much cry about it and move on. I guess like there's really not much that you can do about that. I like the fact that Rakir still wasn't afraid to try and keep that pressure on, because that's one of the things it is that you have to do, especially when you're playing chip. You have to smother your opponent, and Potemkin's one of those characters where he does have a reversal only when he has that 50% tension, where he uses the wall. But even still, with that being the case, it's you have to keep as much pressure on him as possible. The more you smother him, the more consistent it'll be, that you have more of a chance to sort of try and fight back. And that's just sort of the gist of it.
Even Potemkin's like when he uses the little like barrier super as a reversal, it's still a bit weaker because you can throw it. So it's like if you didn't do anything in that moment or whatever, it's just like, oh, okay, I don't have to block it. Like you can throw him. So it's like, thankfully, because I mean, it would be mad plus if you couldn't, right? I'd assume, but yeah, you can throw him out of it. So here we've got Dacid Bro with his Leo versus Test Your Luck with another Nago. So we've seen these two characters earlier, but not against each other. So it's gonna be cool to see. New matchup for tonight.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. Let the intros rock as well. Leo versus Nago. Another situation where sort of have to smother your opponent, because if you don't, then you're going to be in a bad spot, I would say.
Yeah, they both have, you know, when they get in, the smothering potential is amazing. Ooh, went straight for that gold burst. Yo, let it fly. Yeah.
Goes for the mix. Oh my goodness, crosses up multiple times.
No.
And still keeps the pressure on to HS and into the burst. He actually is able to use it. You can't jump against that. You got to be careful. Has to use the FD as well. Nice. Gets the hit into the RC.
Okay. That would have been big if he was able to actually... Oh, he got him low. Yep. That was scary because he kind of got the Blood Rage mode kind of early in that round, but he was still actually doing pretty good despite having so little HP by the end of it. Oh no, the Leo mix has started, but he stopped it with a throw, got him in the corner. Oh, that was a punish? That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
Flashed. The second hit of the DP actually allowed him to keep that going. Still mixes up the left-right, manages to end on the right side. Even still, Nago has more of an opportunity to fight back. Uses the gold burst as well, just to make sure he keeps that. Gets good damage. It's into the dust as well. That's going to be curtains.
Yeah, you didn't have any
all
burst
she wrote
to stop
for that
this.
round. Yeah.
All right. Tied up here in rounds. Yo, Test Your Luck going in. Look at this
Nice.
convert.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Great combo as well.
Yo, let's just have health just for that round start right there. Oh no, this doesn't look good for Dacid, bro. Wait.
Oh, purple as well, just to try and get the mix. I like the usage of that.
Oh, the mix. Here we go. The Leo mix. There's still a chance.
Finds the combo. Use the meter. The health is gone. And now you have to deal with the mix-up situation here. Blue RC's backwards just to try and escape that. Red RC wants to keep his pressure. That risk gauge is climbing.
Yeah, now it's like this point. Oh,
that's what I mean. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. The 6P. 6P justice.
Oh,
into the blue RC. Oh my goodness.
Yo, that's
and he finds the low.
Ooh.
That's exactly what I mean. That 6P is so good for being able to not only interrupt strings, but I love the awareness to use it there.
Yeah, because he knew Leo was going to keep using the Gatling. Yeah,
right,
so
exactly.
that was perfect way, because his risk was getting high. He's like, I can't keep blocking, and he's just trying to fish a way to get the back turn off and rob me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here it starts. Oh, okay. Threw him out of it.
Good throw. Nice, blocks the overhead. Still gonna try and go for the mix here. and finds good damage. To try and catch up. Uses the overhead just to make sure that he can keep that pressure. Doesn't find the combo, but he does find the air-to-air into the round.
Wow.
That goes to him. Yeah, that's how it's already one for him.
Oh, here we go.
Counter hit, jump in.
Already starting.
Go for the mix, but gets thrown. Good awareness. Goes for the command grab with the backdash. You can't quite find it there. Fireball tries to keep the distance for now. That blood gauge is climbing into another dash. Goes for the burst. Doesn't bait it. It's hit. Tries to still keep the distance as well. Give huge counter hit, but doesn't find the combo. He drops it into the dust.
He doesn't have burst. He's done.
This should be it. Yeah, it is. That's another round for Test Your Luck.
Damn, all right. All right, we have a set here. Oh, he went for it again.
Backdash, gold burst. Blue RC.
He was so low, he didn't get to throw. Yep, spend that bar. Wow, the backdash out. Dang. Hold on.
Good job. Goes for the cross up and goes into the low immediately after that. That back turn cancel to make sure that he's keeping the pressure onto him. Nice, good 6P once again. The awareness.
Yup.
Try to get that pressure. Where you going? You can't backdash this. The sword is long.
Oh, he was plus because he blocked in the air. That's what I'm trying to press.
Wall break.
What is the move here?
Pretty good.
Good block.
Crouching heavy. Still got to be careful. Goes for it. Oh, he bursted, and that's the kill. He bursted because he got scared. He thought that he literally thought that after that hit he was going to teleport. He wasn't expecting the trade, and it traded. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I was thinking maybe he thought he could get a trade combo also, which I think was possible, but it didn't look like Test Your Luck was actually ready for that.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because it's definitely possible that Nago could get a trade combo off that situation, which makes sense. But it was like, and you know, when you're stuck at your back to the wall like that, and your last round, you have to burst to use it. So I do understand, but it was just like, oh no, it sucks. It definitely sucks. He didn't seem like he was ready, but that was good stuff by Test Your Luck. Moving on to top 8.
It's definitely running the gauntlet now because he's going to have to go up against Dez here in winner's semifinal to qualify for winner's finals. So we're going to play this all the way through. But yeah, it's going to be a tough run. Dez, once again, strong player, but Test Your Luck definitely showing everyone they've got what it takes to get into top 8 here and hopefully into winner's finals as well. We'll have to see.
That's also an interesting matchup as well. I mean, once again, Axel is great at keeping people away. Nago sort of has to close that gap and see if he can sort of keep that pressure going. His clone is probably one of the best things about Nago. It has a hit of durability. It goes through a lot of different projectiles, and it catches a lot of startups of a lot of people that try and zone. So I imagine that's sort of the story here as well for Nago to be able to try and keep that pressure, keep him at a distance, make sure that he gets the hit, and obviously eventually uses that dash to sort of get it.
Yeah, because Nago is so sluggish, it can be difficult for him to actually get in normally. Right. He would have to use blood, like you said. So, but that's obviously while Nago has good options like using his spin or using the clone and dashing behind it, he can only use like that 3-ish times or something like that before it pops, right? So while he can use it to get in, he still has to make a point of where he uses it and be careful against Axel at the same time, because you can't use it and then it gets stuffed or something, or it doesn't work out, because then you're like, I kind of used my blood there and nothing came of it. And it's hard to lose blood against Axel because a lot of the time he's not really blocking your buttons because he's probably too far away.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that the usage of blood gauge there could also play a huge role because of the heavy slashes having increased range when you have to deal with that. And I think that sort of like puts a damper on Axel, which is why I generally think that the clone usage here is going to be important, because it could help him close that gap. He uses the clone, he dashes in behind it. It'll increase his blood gauge, but he'll have the extra range in case Axel knocks him away or keeps him at that full screen length once again. So I once again am super interested in how this match is going to end up going. I'm really excited.
It's gonna be fun to see these two. Yeah, no, well, I'm Axel Gang, so now we're fighting. Let's go, Des. Let's go to bias.
Commentator bias, if anything. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm I don't know. I haven't really had like I don't know if there's like any specific tech or anything that sort of helps out like either Nago or Axel in
Yeah.
this matchup. But I once again we'll see it once the match actually starts. We actually haven't seen so we saw a lot of characters today. We haven't seen Faust. We haven't seen Anji. We haven't seen Aino.
Or
Or Kai.
I think it's just the way that I'm sure there's a lot of players within this big bracket that we've had that play these characters.
Right.
Because just some of the matches we've seen reoccurring players, like we've seen Rukir a couple times, Des a couple times, things like that. So and Luke also, we saw him twice. So
right,
things like that. Oh, but we did see a lot of Leo in terms of different people playing that character. There's quite a few of them that we've seen already. But I feel like there's been a good variety anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Out of all the matches we've seen, there's definitely been good variety.
Yeah, there's definitely been a huge amount of variety for each of the characters. I not gonna lie to you, in Accent Core. Okay, so for 2 straight games, I played a main for 2 straight games, and I've always been in love with her. Bike is not in this game, and so I guess I had to like settle with Nago for now. I really hope that she gets added as DLC at some point in time. I don't think that's going to be the case though, because I think there's a Sam Show and Guilty Gear crossover, right? I personally imagine that's probably Biken, if anything.
I
she
feel like
fits the bill in its entirety.
Yeah, I feel like they should do that or use Nago, one or the other. I'm like, it should be Nago in Sam Show or Bike. Someone that has like a Japanesey flair, and there's so few in this game. But I think if they add her or Nago, I think that'd be perfect. Hopefully they do that.
I'm also interested in like the potential characters it is that come out of this game, right? Because Anji's one of the older returning characters from Accent Core. Hasn't been in the game since Accent Core, actually. And since that's the case, I definitely would imagine that that we're probably seeing a lot more returning characters to the roster. Maybe Testament comes back. I don't know lore wise if he's ever going to come back. I have no idea. Like I'm not sure on the lore because I know that's why Zappa's not in here. Is for lore reasons. Evidently, like in Accent Core, I believe the reason why he wasn't in Rev 2 and Strive is because he's no longer possessed. That's what happens at the end of Accent Core. So I don't know if he could actually be like I don't know if he could actually be another fighter. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
well, if the game with DLC characters is always strange, right? Because sometimes they like don't care because it's like, okay, well, we already did the story mode and they're not in it, so it doesn't really matter. Because I remember in King of Fighters 14, they added Rock and Geese, and it like didn't really make sense. But it was like, who cares, right? It's like, just the characters are cool. Yeah, it's like I don't care. Like Rock is supposed to be like a kid, but it's like, who cares? Geese is dying. Who cares? Throw him in. Well, I mean, the lore that they brought back, whatever. Let's not talk about it. But the idea is, I feel like for DLC, I think it's pretty okay if it doesn't make sense lore wise. If you just wanted to add like a fun character, I don't think people are gonna mind too much. But it depends how the devs feel about it.
Yeah, it definitely depends on how the devs feel at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like the character's popular enough that they'll like let it slide lore wise. So like if everyone's crying for this character, like they'll find a way. They'll be like, okay, we can't just kill him off. I got it.
Right.
Exactly, even in Soul Calibur, they like Huang was dead, and then they like wrote him in.
Oh right, recently. Yeah, that's right.
And then it was like they just like changed it all and being like, oh, he didn't actually die, but he did die. And I was like, oh, okay, I see you. I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, it works.
Just like you said.
All right, we got a little bit of tech issues. Tester Might was not able to join, so we're going to recreate the lobby here. Apologize for the wait, guys. We're working through this, but it's been pretty smooth so far. Appreciate everyone's patience as we get through things with this game, because we all know how this is right now. So it be what it be. We just got
a beta.
Like that. Yeah. Small indie company making it, right? Just really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was at least, it got over the worst hurdles on PC where this whole little house didn't even function. So we're at least able to do it at all.
I remember the first time. So the first night we did any Strive here on Incendium, I was sitting there with Cola. And first match goes in, we're on PS4. We did an exhibition, 2 exhibitions. First match goes in, we're done in 15 minutes. The second match was on PC. It took us an hour and a half to sort it out.
Oh my god.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Well, as an it's like, damn. That's so tragic.
Yeah, that is actually extremely tragic. Yeah, I don't know. Like, so this could potentially be huge because I'm not too sure if this is like 100% true. Um, but I believe there was an interview recently for those of you that are like that are in chat like listening as well for like everybody here. There was an interview recently with Guilty Gear Strive where they already were in the works like they're striving, no pun intended, to accomplish the crossplay aspect of things like between PlayStation 4, 5 and PC, which is like huge.
Okay. Yeah.
They had like they actually had like an interview earlier today about that, and I think that's so strong. Like honestly, especially for like I believe personally for like the longevity of a game, I think like having crossplay is huge.
I feel
and
like
so
that should be
hopefully
pretty.
fingers crossed that happens.
Yeah, I feel like that should be pretty standard going forward for fighting games. I feel like
Yeah,
not having
I
crossplay is
agree.
so corny because like it just
Right,
splits up player base
I
for
agree
no
entirely.
reason.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah,
Sony, it's was not blaming the devs, but Sony was making that quite difficult for people in
mhm,
general for the longest
right.
time. So, but I think now that it's like loosened up, I think going forward that it should be a thing because it's definitely sucks when it's like trying to play your homies and it's like, oh, let's play, and it's like, oh god, I have it on PS4. And it's like,
Right,
oh,
exactly.
and it's like,
Yeah, the
we just
PS4
can't
PC
play
discussion.
because
Yeah,
you don't want to buy 2 copies of the game. I've done that with so many games. I've like copies on both
right,
systems because I liked it too much. So I'm like, God, I just want to play with people, man. Like,
right,
it's just,
exactly.
gosh. But
Yeah,
that's, I know that they said earlier that they wanted to have it on release. And of course,
mhm,
COVID and delays and everything.
right,
So it's unfortunate that it didn't come out when the game came out. But
mhm,
I'm glad they're still thinking about it and trying to implement it. Hopefully there's no
right,
problems. That's the only bad thing because trying to do that. I've never really seen that for a fighting game where they added it later. I can't think
mhm,
of one that's done that, but hopefully that's not a problem. But you can see they have the groundwork for it because
right.
the way the leaderboards are and the invite system, how it's not
Mhm,
using Steam or using the PlayStation thing, you can tell that they
mhm.
meant for it to be crossplay in the first place. So just give them a bit of time. Hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah, hopefully so.
And I think it makes it tough too, like when people want to sign up for tournaments and then it's just like, oh, it's
Mhm.
on PS4. It's like crap. Or it's like, oh, it's on PC. It's like, oh crap. You
Right.
know what I
So,
mean?
so the
So
real
Right,
question is,
exactly,
when we
yeah.
go back to offline, we play it on PS4 or PC?
what about
The
PS5?
PC,
We still
the
on that?
instant,
We still
the
on that
infinite
discourse?
discussion. Right,
Oh
exactly.
god.
The infinite discussion of whether
No.
PC needs to be added as a tournament standard interest.
No. Just make all the TOs buy invisible
Well,
PS5s and it's fine.
Yeah.
Come on.
The funny thing is, I'm one of the very few TOs that's in a position to run it on PC because
Interesting.
we own our venue, which happens to be an esports arena. So all our
Yeah.
monitors are
That's right.
standardized,
Yeah.
240 hertz. Shout outs to Zowie sponsoring us, of course. And all our PCs are exactly the same. So they're decent machines. They're 8th gen i7s with 1080
Okay.
GTX 1080s in it, so plenty enough to run Guilty Gear. And of course,
Strive. Yeah.
here we go. Test your might finally able to join the lobby. The Guilty Gear
Yay.
gods blessed us.
Yeah.
Here we
Yay.
go. Dez versus Test Your Luck. Winners semifinals here.
Let's go. We finally got in.
10,000 years later.
Like, yeah.
It's
The
time to
loading
conquer
bar.
Earth.
Oh, good God. They're gonna make this good for us because we had to wait, so.
Yeah. 6P
Yo.
to start things off as well.
Damn.
Goes for the opening command grab.
Yes, you're like already
6HS
going in.
pressure.
Oh!
Command grab once again.
Oh, no!
Oh, into the
Okay.
6HS, into the finisher, the perfect.
That was
Start
melted
things
faster
off
than the
here.
butter in my pancakes and breakfast.
Yeah,
Right,
like that was
exactly.
so fast.
Exactly.
Like, That's just
Yeah,
like, hold on a
don't-
second, let me play. Now he's
Right.
he's gonna set the pace. It's like, hold on a second, homie. There we go.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do about this, Nago?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, stay over there. A little
Yeah, I
closer,
didn't pay
getting closer to the
$60 to
corner.
sit here and
Closer.
block Nago. That's not what I paid my money for. I paid money to play a game.
Uh-oh. Big hit. Oh, he wasn't able to convert from that far. Great check there by Des. Let's see. Oh, he got hit. Wasn't a counter hit.
Heavy slash. Use the blue RC to try and give himself a little bit more momentum. Bates actually going in. Place the button into the command grab. That blood gauge is going to deplete into
Oh, he's
6HS, and
Whoa.
he's gone. That's
Whoa.
it.
How are you?
Rest in peace.
Ooh, big boy damage.
hate
Just took that real fast.
Absolutely. Absolutely big boy damage, man.
You know what's mad
That's
funny
crazy.
is the fact that we had to wait that long, but the matches themselves are so fast. Like, it feels
Right?
like,
Yeah,
what the
it's
heck
like,
is
it's like
this?
there's nothing.
It's like, sorry, hold on, I gotta
That just
communicate
goes
with the
by so
server for
quick.
30 minutes, and then I have to like play a game for.
It's like Super Turbo, right? It's like you
Yeah.
go to a big tournament,
Right, yeah.
like, you turn around for 2 seconds, the match is over. I'm like, you dead already?
It's like, damn, what happened, bro? Don't want to say anything.
It's
but...
so tough, right? Like the discourse is like, people are like, this needs to be 3 out of 5, but you know, it's so hard to say. It's 1 month into the game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I won't disagree with people that run.
I don't know if you guys remember what day 1 Dragon Ball fighters look like.
Oh god.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
God. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I played during season 1. I played Dragon Ball for so long.
No, I always watched the games that came after Dragon Ball Top 8s, and I remember being like, how is it still happening? Like,
right.
Oh my god.
It didn't end. It's the hit. Still going for pressure more and more. Oh wow, that was extremely meaty. That explosion lasted for quite some time.
When you delay it and get the little yes bubble, then it's delayed, and then you can actually combo off of it. He just missed it, unfortunately. Just kind of looking all damage. Axel. Yep.
Oh, nice. Holds the down button, or the movement button, the down on the D-pad, and gets the variant for the spin. Uses the burst, though. Wants to try and keep his pressure going. Baits it as well. He's baiting him on the backdash, too. Command grab once again. 6H.
Go for a lot of the bites, getting his blood back. Going.
Oh, he passed RC cancel as well. Just make sure that he got a little bit more of that damage. I believe it reduces scaling if you fast RC cancel, if anything. Tries to keep the pressure.
Oh, great use from the clone. Getting himself some distance. Gonna use a Blue RC to back away. He said, stay away from me, homie. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful 5K. That was so good. As an anti-air as well.
That's your luck. So looking clean here. The aggressiveness. Again, go over the bite. Reset the blood. It's looking good for him.
Constant backdash. Oh, no. Desm. Red RC goes for the dust, but it gets blocked. Oh, this is a huge counter hit.
But he dropped it.
Find it though.
It's looking so scary. Nago's just going in. Oh, perfect response.
The 2S as well. He gets the hits.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful combo.
Oh, but the clone
that's what I mean.
Was able to stuff it. Yep.
Tries to pull him in a little bit.
Yep. Great patience by Tester Luck.
Oh,
no. The burst saving his life.
Oh, what a backdash!
This is,
it hit him!
Oh no, this isn't looking good for either of them. This is so scary!
He went for the command grab. Oh no! It's the Beyblade. It's too strong.
You know, you had to do it because you were a chip away, and like, how are you gonna avoid that chip by Axel? Test your luck using that perf. That was amazing by him. All of the pressure, the aggression was so good. He was able to lock him down, get the command grabs when he needed to lower the blood that he used to get in, and it was just snowball from there. But Dez was putting up a really good-ass fight up until the end, but just wasn't able to clutch it out. And with that, Test Your Luck is going to move forward in the bracket, going to go up against Q after. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Man, yeah. I mean, that was, that's why I mentioned the clone beforehand, right? I mean, the fact that it eats a hit and then it dissipates later on. Is absolutely huge, and that plays a huge role into how he can get in against Axel. I am afraid, just as a whole, seeing all that Nago damage.
Yeah, right.
And part of the reason why I also mentioned the fact that I was afraid is because I believe that you have to be afraid of the incoming Potemkin, right? Because I believe that's what's next in the bracket is that you have to fight Q. And we were just talking about, about how strong that Potemkin can be, and having Garuda is best move in the game, by the way. So
he's gonna fight by like that's the best move in the game. I don't care what anybody says. But I mean, isn't it similar? Isn't it similar to Fafnir though? It kind of does the same thing.
But the thing is that it's like.
Yeah, he doesn't have a command grab that kills you, right? So.
Well, it's more so just the pressure. I think that with how Garuda works. That you get so much off of that because it opens up so many different opportunities, right? I mean, Soul has Wild Throw and you get the Oki off of it, right? But I'm not scared of it like I'm scared of Pot Buster, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm not scared of it like I'm scared of Pot Buster. I'm not scared of like Potemkin's already massive damage. So Garuda provides that a lot more effectively than I personally believe Fafnir is, because you can not only can you set it up for like a meaty like you can with Fafnir, but it can be a good enough distance. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way with that, right? And it keeps the pressure. It keeps the pressure fresh.
Yeah, because when something like Garuda, you block it once, you're like peeing yourself. You're like, oh, why did I block this?
No.
It's just one time. Like, really?
Exactly.
Here we go. Q with their patented Potemkin. Test your luck running the gauntlet, just like Vince said. Get us him. Oh, if he wins this, then whoever wins this makes it to grand finals. By the way, this is a big match. Winner side grand finals will be the winner of this. Letting those intros rocked and let it really sink in how big this match is. Two biggest characters in the game, biggest HP pools. Perfect backdash.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but the blood already.
Wow.
Oh no, and he got the anti-air, but the blood gauge is filled. So all he has to do is hammer fall in.
Oh no, he didn't realize.
He
didn't see that the blood gauge was full, actually.
It's the counter hit as well. Still going for the pressure. Oh, another counter.
Convert.
All that HP.
No command grab. Yep. He didn't want the
some of that life
to go
back
higher.
as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The back Mega Fist on defense.
Oh no.
Oh.
Still trying to keep the distance for now. His blood gauge is pretty high, so I agree. You're gonna want to use that. And just to get the clone with the counter. But this heavy slash is what you need to be cautious of. But you can't do much about that. You can't burst that either.
Yeah, that was amazing patience and like managed the blood at the end too, because as soon as he pumped it once, it was over. But he noticed he was like one away. Oh no!
Slide head. Goes for hammer fall. Gets the card command grab. There's one. Back in once again. Goes for the grab again, but not gonna be able to find it this time. He dashes full screen.
He's like, I'm gonna grab you.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to see command grabs? Oh, yep, the Hammerfall RC, the classic. Oh. Wow, the Kara Mega Fist.
Oh, makes the burst as well.
Was a little too late for a combo though, but he's got no blood.
Oh
yes.
My gosh.
Damn.
The consistent counter hits. The consistent.
Nago looking
clean. I love how this game tests my audio. It's like punch the base every 3 seconds.
Yeah. Counter.
Wow. The space control by Test Your Luck here. Looking kind of saucy.
That's one of the more unfortunate things about Potemkin. Is Potemkin has a lot of good normals that reach pretty far, but they're slow. So characters with faster normals, characters that can get a lot more off of them what he can get, is already like a great look. And Nago sort of has the space control, right? Because he's not going to be able to armor through that without dying, right? If he tries to hammer fall from full screen, he's going to get caught. Like,
yeah, it's scary just to throw things like that out against Nago because obviously this character just kills you like one hit sometimes.
Right, right.
Gotta be careful of that blood gauge. It's a little high, and he doesn't have Q in the position that he wants him to have him in. Oh, but there we go. Nice. Perfect burst. Didn't want to give him that. The reactions.
Good grab from him. Gets the 6P as well. He's gonna have a combo from this, but he doesn't go for it. He just goes for the meaty. Oh, nice fast RC cancel, but he doesn't quite find it. Doesn't find the mix. The blood gauge is building. There. It's full now.
Oh, it's done.
He's gonna get killed for this.
Oh, it didn't
it's not.
Kill if he delayed it. Okay, but Q was still able to close the round out. If he just delayed the hammerfall like a little bit, it would have killed him because it's hell of a drain first. But he's still able to take the round. Oh no!
Goes for the crouching heavy slash again.
But there was a drop.
Counter hit and return.
Again, the defensive Mega Fist. They're doing wonders. Q's really good at that.
Yeah. He wants to keep, obviously, his momentum here. He baits out. That actually was a misinput for the command grab, I believe. But he actually gets the punish there. It works out for him. The 6P manages to get the hit. He tries to go for the air conversion, but not going to find it.
That looked like a cheeky reset anyway. Like, he's like, don't worry. Oh, the armor slide head command grab. Oh no, what was? Like, maybe it was a read on the backdash, actually.
Yeah. Goes for the hits. Finds the double Mega Fist, but goes for the Hammerfall just to find the damage. That's not going to cause a wall break, but this will. That's already a match for Q. He takes this one. The score is tied at 1-1 in winner's final.
Oh my my god, close set. Q snipe
Yeah,
has
very
just
close
like
set.
sniffed out the fear of the pot buster, just meaty twice, was able to close that round out.
Yeah.
Oh, big hammer fall.
Hammer fall.
Oh,
Mega fist.
Okay. Nice evasion there by Tester Luck. You don't want to get grabbed. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh nah.
It's the sweep.
But...
Nice, baits out the cross up. They same side, the cheeks, too strong, and gets the dust. He's actually dead from this.
Wow. Wow. That's hard to see. Potemkin is so big, it's hard to even see the orange behind him. Like when you use a charged dust. It's like, wait a minute.
Nice, gets the hit. Some
Big
more good
aggression.
damage.
Gotta be careful about his blood.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get a command grab, so slowly falling. Oh, Q canceled the distance early. Red the backdash again. Oh,
nice.
No,
I like this. Against a character like Nago, there's not really much he can do. The wall breaks.
Yeah.
And he's got Oku.
Oh, I missed his button there. I'd probably try to do like a move in.
Right. Slide head.
Oh!
The clone gets caught. This could be it. This actually is it. That's death.
Yeah.
And Q actually takes the match here.
Yo, what's a comeback? That was
crazy.
Cute.
He finds the hit. He's going to be able to convert that into a win for him. And as of right now, I believe we are going into the third match because this is winners final, so this is a 3 out of 5. It's first of 3. Oh wow, close heavy slash once again to be able to find that damage. Corner pressure. Command grab. Take a chunk out of him into the 6 heavy slash. Goes for the command grab again, but the defensive Mega Fist is paying off huge here.
Yeah, again, he was just so sick at that. Look, every time. It's just paying off every time. Oh,
that's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Get off.
It's a whiff.
Wow.
Oh, the purple RC. The awareness.
Sure. I thought that was gonna hit for sure. Like you saw the move
I did
completely
too.
out. Yeah, I was like, oh, you used the move, you're done. But that was great awareness by Q. Oh, now the forward Mega Fist.
Still finding the damage. Red RC as well gets the last hit. Face the burst. He knew.
He waited like 8 years.
He doesn't drop it. That's it. Yeah.
That was amazing. Tester Luck waited like all day. He knew that was coming.
Entirely.
He was just like, yeah, he was just like, yeah, you're gonna do a delay burst. I'm just gonna keep waiting.
Going for it. Gets the hit. Oh, Kara command grab catches him.
Looking scary.
There's one pop buster. Tries to go for it again, but he's ready for the jump. Into, oh my goodness, he's been getting so much mileage out of that. And to be honest with you, Potemkin's thick, so he can't quite get under that like that.
Oh my god, it stuffed the super. Oh, what is happening? Oh no, misinputs. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Garuda. Oh my god, Garuda twice. Okay. Oh my god. No.
Oh, takes the gold burst, but doesn't get the punish. Gets the command grab. He slides.
Oh, nah. Oh.
There's the scoop.
It went so wrong for Tester Luck when it was going so right earlier. Q on match point now.
He's getting so much off of that crouching heavy slash, man, because of the defensive Mega Fist. He's just reading it well.
Yo, Tester Luck is really good at the beginning when he starts getting his like aggression on early, but then he doesn't like sweep the round. Oh, okay, nice confirm. Perfect.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the damage here. And to be honest with you, I can respect this. Makes your blood gauge go down at least a little bit when you do that, and freezes it at its current state. So
oh no!
I just think that's huge, but gets the command grab and gets command grab, gets the regular throw, and then Beyblades to try and close out the round. Test your luck. Manages to catch that one, and now we're at 2-2. Now we are on match point for both of these two.
Yo, these are such intense games. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just like hands over my mouth. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah,
just like
the constant grabs, causing everything.
Goodness. Yeah, take a breather. I need to take one. Look, he's got to go back and be like, okay, hold on a minute, 1 second.
Just gotta wait for a little bit. Give yourself a breather. Give yourself a chance to relax for a second. My goodness. Yeah, those crouching heavy slashes have actually been paying off huge because of how much Q wants to use the defensive Mega Fist. Because of that, it's netting Nagaryuki so much damage, but to be honest with you, that's some of the only movement that he has next to Hammerfall and Hammerfall Break, right, where he stops the dash.
Yep.
And you're not going to use that willy-nilly either because of the fact that it only eats 1 hit of armor, not more than that. So
exactly.
you definitely could get punished really hard if you're not careful about when you place that dash.
We'd have to see. Maybe Q's just taking a minute to think about strategy.
He's saying it's lagging, so we're just gonna let the Vince deal with this.
Okay.
So just hang in there, guys.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, no problem.
All right, see what we can do here. Give themselves a minute. They can also think it over, take a breather while I'm trying to get this sorted. But again, the matchups just seem so scary. They're both such big characters. Very little movement options for them both. And like you said, Potemkin's movement options using they have armor, but it's only one hit, and then he's getting sniped for Mega Fist because Nago's counter hit crouching H is just ridiculous, right? Like if you get hit by it, you just explode. Even if you're Potemkin, you got that big boy health, but at the same time, Nago hurts. I don't care who you're playing, it just hurts. Right. So it's just a risk that you're throwing out, but I feel like they've both been using their tools perfectly regardless, even if sometimes they get punished, but the way they're using them is still making them both effective.
Yeah. Definitely close sets over definitely close sets so far because of the fact that it's you're dealing with so much pressure from either side because you don't want to be hit randomly by Garuda, you don't want to be hit randomly by crouching heavy slash from Nago. You want to be command grabbed on either side. So you're obviously trying to do what you can, depending on what character you're playing, to try and avoid a situation that ends up with you taking the meteor, you having to take the Oki. Because both these characters with Oki are so strong. So strong. And you have to be really wary of that.
Okay, so we're gonna go right back into this. Hopefully things have been fixed up between these two, and we can get a good match going again.
Just for the hit. I've been a misinput. That blood gauge is climbing though after those two specials.
Yeah. Oh, that punish. Big recovery on that move. Armored right through with slide head.
Nice.
Oh, that was tricky.
Nice. Thought he was probably gonna try and go for the command grab.
Oh, he got the gold burst. He has to be wary about him. Yeah, you gotta be so wary now, but it was a good evasion there.
Oh, again.
Oh, he prepped. Oh, my goodness.
He's thrown out of it. The fast cancel on the blue RC. So trying to find what he can. 5 heavy
power Mega Fist right out of that corner.
So over slide head consistently. He just needs to be able to close this gap.
Oh, no, he whiffed it.
Oh, that's huge counter hit.
Oh my goodness.
That actually provides so much Oki, he thought he was going to grab. What's the mix this time? He jumps, was ready for it. Hammerfall into red RC. Goes for the dust, but he gets gripped out of it.
Oh my goodness. Match point for Tester. Look now, the tables have turned. No punish there, though. Oh, this is going to looking good for Q. Looking really good for Q.
Oh, he
keeps meeting. He keeps meeting. He keeps jumping. Oh no.
He's trying to get out.
He's trying to get out. He keeps thinking he's going to grab. But it's true. You kind of have to. Yep. And there it is.
The one time. The no HP.
Oh.
The one time with the no HP, he goes for the pop buster, and that's it.
I respect it. Honestly, the up back constant. Oh no, he tried to check it. What happened?
Side switch. Yeah, the side switch happens.
So bad. Oh, this is so bad.
Oh no, not like this. He has to go for the break.
Oh, he just.
Oh no, that's
it. That's
curtains.
No, not
he's gonna RC. That's curtains.
Oh.
That's curtains.
Oh my god.
My goodness. That ended so quick.
One thing went wrong. The combo just screwed him over, and then literally that's just where it went. Oh my goodness. You hate to see it, but Q capitalizing on that and took full advantage of the situation and just was able to close out the round. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, all because of one side switch combo. If you do it, I think if you manage to hit the far slash, not at like the tipper of it, when you dash in, it'll actually cross up because the hitbox is so huge from the last hit of a slash. So you can actually get like you can actually get like a side swap sometimes. It's a little bit wonky about the positioning of where you have to be. But you have to make sure that you're at least a good ways away before you actually commit to that full slash combo. Otherwise, it's going to do exactly what happened there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Test Your Luck, but he's gonna get knocked down into the losers bracket, and Q going to be on winner's side at grand finals. We're gonna have to see who is remaining here to actually face off, and who may potentially be meeting Q in grands. We still got a few players left. We got Des versus Prisma Sigma, who we have not seen play today, and then we have Rakir versus Dacidbro also coming up, which we've seen those two also play earlier.
Yeah.
Dacidbro actually, the round before this, took out Luke to make it forwards to be able to face Rakir. Yeah. And then Prisma Sigma beat Mango for Tango to make it to fight Des. And in between these, we're going to see who's going to be going up first. But those are our contenders, possibly to see who can take down Q with this Potemkin reigning supreme, terrorizing the bracket.
Yeah, definitely got to make sure that you are careful when you're dealing with one of these gorillas. And here they are. So you see it right there. it's out ahead, laid for you.
Yeah,
laid out plainly. You gotta be careful. You're going.
We've got Des back. Yep, versus Prisma Sigma with a soul.
Command grab as well. He's just trying to keep him back.
Despite everything, I feel like Axel does pretty decently against Soul. Honest to God. Because it's just like, yeah, Soul's explosive and scary, but I mean, I still think that Axel's like long range can give him a bit of an issue. And, you know, in neutral, you're kind of sitting pretty. You gotta worry about things like Bandit Bringers and the like, but, you know. And of course, the patented Fares.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a big damage from Soul.
Yeah, big damage.
Prisma breaks the wall. Now we're at even HP for both contenders here. Oh, gets the hit. That's actually it. That's Curtains, yeah.
Wow.
It's a good punch.
Whiff punish right there for Fares. Damn. Prisma gonna take that first round here.
Still trying to find what they can. Get 2S. It's a good damage here. Still trying to find a good combo as well. He's able to confirm from full screen like this. Saul has to find a way in, and it seems like he's found it. Uses the Bandit Bringer. He's still trying to find what he can. Gets the throw. What more is there? He's trying to follow his defense constantly. Axel just wants him away. He's trying to push it back. Trying to hit here. Bandit Bringer. But he's not going to find that. Instead, he's going to eat a crap ton of damage from Prisma. It's just Soul just hits, and he hits hard. Oh, good pull RC! Oh my goodness. What a... That was big brain. That was fun.
Yeah,
I mean, that was so smart.
Able to bait the burst there, just close out the round. Oh, perfect. Got the Oki off of... Oh, wait. This isn't looking good now. Soul's in. Soul's in. You know, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is what you wanted. You want to see Soul? Here you go. Well, Prisma doing a great job here, keeping the pressure, keeping Des on his toes. I like, you know, Prisma's slow approach in. Oh, but
I like that. Uses the slow down to get the confirm too. That was smart. Good usage of Blue RC, honestly. And good block as well from Prisma, being on the other side.
The control here is going to be really difficult for Prisma to close this out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to be careful for the chip. Great evasion. He's just sending the Command Grab Super. Is he ready? And yes, he was. He was preying on an idea that Des would have used another special move if he's Rensen or another button, and it literally could just randomly catch you, to be honest. It literally can happen, because you just send it, there's nothing you can do. You're like, well, I definitely pressed already.
Yeah, that is, I'm surprised we didn't see it a little bit sooner in the match either. I mean, once again, he felt like he was sort of like at a loss there, because what are you going to do to try and close that gap when you're dealing with all of these normals from Axel? You have to play so patiently, and he wasn't quite able to use it like in any situation where Axel had overextended, you know. So that command grab wasn't really going to be used like that.
Yeah, it's quite difficult when to get in on Axel when you have like a chip's worth of health left. You either have to do something really aggressive and risky and just like try and get in, because the patient gameplay that you should stick to is, you know, you can't really do it right there when you're just at chip, and like you have, you know, you can only go as far as your FD meter can last, right? So it's like sometimes you just gotta make a big call out.
Unless the Gunflame manages to get the hit, but he misses the meat. He has to burst in the corner. He just wants to keep the pressure. He wants to keep this control that he has so far. Uses the S to make sure that he keeps finding the pressure necessary. But the counter hit and just to interrupt,
Des is still fighting his way out of this corner pretty decently. The fast RC was able to stuff that. Des going back to neutral, controlling this game again. Prisma is just gonna have to find a way to. Oh, there we go. Great run up after.
Oh, gets the
wonderful.
Yeah, he ends up getting hit. That is unfortunate, especially in a situation where he was trying to follow his defense, just trying to see if he can get some more pushback, see if he can find a way in, and then he just gets command grab. But this is it. This is Soul. All right, we're in the corner. He's just kind of trying to keep the pressure and gets the hit. Has to burst immediately. That damage is nothing to laugh at.
Alright, he's got him back full screen. How is Prisma gonna try and navigate this? Oh, great. If he kept running, he would have had it, but he didn't realize he went for the 6K, but he's got Des back in the corner. This is his time. Went low.
Good air throw as well.
Him, but it went the other way.
Purple RC. Just trying to keep the pressure.
Oh, no, this is looking good.
This is where Axel shines, especially keeping somebody away so effectively.
Wow.
5P and neutral P is going to be the thing that closes out this and allows Des to proceed onward with some great Axel play, honestly, and good job to both of the players, honestly, because Prisma was still doing well when he had a lead, when he was using his advantage. He just kept that pressure.
He was just unfortunately unable to use that pressure and explode him on the spot. Dennis's defense was just really good, and he's able to, stay composed and was just kept it slow and actually got himself out of the corner patiently. And then, unfortunately, we're going to see the last of Prisma for this tournament, but hopefully we'll see them again in future tournaments here at Digital Havoc. So, with that, this is going to move on to the losers semifinals, and up next after this, we're going to see Rakir versus Dacid Bro.
Yeah, so we'll get a chance to see more of some more Chip, if anything. So
more Chip and more Leo.
Yeah. This is like it's. I can't play Chip because his health is so low. Like it feels so oppressive. Like I feel like I have to be doing everything. Like it's like he's too like. To me personally, it's just the low HP. Like the low HP means that you have to play so effectively, and when you have your lead, you have to keep going. Like you can't stop, because if you do, then it really hurts him. You have to use him to like the best that you can. And in a matchup where you have another character that has so much pressure like Leo and good mix-up potential, you have to guess a lot less, because the more you guess wrong, you die a lot quicker than a lot of other people do, even though everyone has the same health values. It's still crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like Chip, you have to just keep like your like dial has to be turned to like a 15. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be at 10. You have to keep going, because that's just what the character excels at. And you're like not doing yourself justice if you're gonna like slow down. So I was like, I was watching, we're watching Chips, and they're just going at it, but that's like what he has to do. Because it's like, like you said, he'll explode real fast, but that's just, he's really good at just constantly just go. So, I mean, it is what it is, but that's a character. But I understand, I also could not play Chip, even if I wanted to. So, I wouldn't be able to do that. I couldn't keep up. I'd be like, damn, I stopped. You're right. Damn it.
Yeah. There's a lot of this that you have to be concerned about when you're playing Chip. You have to stagger out your buttons a lot. You have to use that Rekka very effectively, because if you don't, then you won't be able to keep your pressure. And you also have to be careful about throwing out that clone too, because I've never seen that before, but the fact that he can throw out his clone, if you hit his clone, he takes damage. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
It's what is wild to me is like if you can somehow hit both of them. But I mean, it's like such a rare situation. It probably won't happen. But I was like, you can both get hit and you just also take more damage, because like
you take
that's so strange.
Right?
Yeah. And it's funny because then you look at like Nago's clone, where it's
that's
sort
exactly
of similar. Yeah, but I guess it's because Chip can just run behind his, and Nago has to use his blood to do that, right? So there's like a difference. But Nago's, you can't hit his clone at all, and it has like a armored hit almost, right? It's like an armored hit, and then. Pardon?
So it's overall just like a no, you're completely fine. It's overall just like a really strong and a really good look for Chip. Honestly, the fact that he has not only continuous pressure, but seemingly almost endless, especially when you take it, you factor in that drill kick. Like it's hard to try and stuff that.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to try and stuff that out of the air.
That drill kick is just crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get right into this.
Still looking for opportunities as well. Gets the throw. He's ready for it. Good awareness.
Yeah.
Into the command grab. Probably gonna RC, I would imagine. Try and bait the burst. He's not gonna bait. He's not gonna burst it. He's still alive, living on a prayer right now. Goes for the projectile, but it gets jabbed on the cross up. Gets jabbed on the cross up.
Oh my goodness.
Here, playing back. Both of these players are now waiting, but now that Leo's in, he's going to try and make this work for him. Burst to try and reset things back to where they were beforehand. Still, Leo has the lead so far, but a counter hit might change that. Blocks the DP. He has to burst. He jumped to try and bait the burst, but he doesn't end up bursting. Instead, he just escapes.
Oh my goodness.
Goes for the mix, but that doesn't matter when you have a DP. He's just going to use it again.
Honestly, listen, I would just send it too. Leo doesn't need to care what side. He can just send the uppercut to charge move. Who cares?
This flash kick,
oh my god. Not looking good. What?
Oh, what an RC. That was the Alpha Blade cancel. Immediately, he's going to break the wall. This is now next hit determines the match.
Oh,
it's the hit. There's that clone I was talking about. Yeah. Backdashes. Both of them are just waiting. The Shuriken.
This is so scary. One hit for both characters.
Guess if I sort of way in, he got the negative penalty. He lost all of his meter, but the RC gets the tech as well. Good awareness. But he still loses. Rakir is going to take this very, very first match.
Scary. Okay, that was a close. That round was so clutch, but
it was, yeah.
Take it.
It was.
Wow. He can't do that to Rakir. He's too ready. You can't do those cheeky crossovers.
He's way too aware. What needs to be done. Gets the counter hit as well. It's going to be huge damage. He gets the wall break a little bit earlier. But now he has to deal with trying to get in on Chip. And if anything, he's just using the projectiles to soften him up a little bit. Gets good hits. So trying to keep the pressure.
Good defense there by Rakir.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Super?
There it is. And that's it.
Nice close out here by Rakir. He's just one round away from moving forward. We need Acid Bro to, step it up here.
Nice, gets good cross up as well. Another cross. Have to block that. Good awareness and good block from Leo. He still wants to keep the pressure.
Jab pressure here.
Yeah, he's backdashing. He's trying to bait out a DP or something, anything that might be a little bit more scary. Burst on the Alpha Blade just to get the pressure and gain the distance. Catch the backdash. This time, though, Chip's in there. Rakir, he's going for the wall run combo now. Into the final hit. That's what calls the wall break. He gets that positive meter now. Purple RC into the projectile follow.
He caught the backdash, but wasn't able to... Oh no, he's gonna build bar. Oh wait, no, he did not.
Still looking for it.
This is looking really bad for Acid Bro. One hit. Oh, but he was able to stop the PRC. That's gonna be it. The lows. Yup. There we go. Rakir. Get a 2-0 Acid Bro here.
It was a consistent pressure, Like that's what I mean when I said that when you play Chip, he may have a low health pool, but you have a situation now where you have to where you sort of just have to keep on pressuring him. And we saw Rakir really not give him a chance to breathe at all. And because that was the case, he ended up taking the round. He just made it that much more effective for him. So I congratulations to Rakir for moving on. We'll be taking a look at I believe since he moves on now we have a situation where both Rakir and Dez will fight each other to move on to losers finals.
So whoever takes this one step closer. So it's going to be a good one. Did these two play earlier? No, they didn't, right? No, they did not. Yeah. So, all right.
Nope, they were on opposite sides of the bracket. Rakir lost to Q, and then Dez lost to Test Your Luck. So.
Right. Yep. That's right. And then after, whoever wins this is getting a match with Test Your Luck for Rands after that. But as it stands right now, losers, semifinals, Rakir versus Des. We're going to see who's going to come out here on top. Axel versus Chip. The zoner versus the all-out rushdown.
Yep. We generally just have to see how effective this can be. He gets the sweep into the Rekkas, finds good and continuous pressure. Goes for the mix, but doesn't quite find it. Des jumps out. Yeah, that was scary. I jumped too.
Yeah, it was a really get the convert off of the trade. Oh, he runs into the little. Oh, okay, yeah, burst. Oh, he said that.
Oh, super.
Oh no, it counter hit. That actually wasn't punishable, but he jumped and dashed. I think I wasn't sure what he did, but he actually didn't get punished right there for the Rensen.
He goes for the gold RC. Just try and give himself a little bit more time to think. Gets the blow up.
Oh, he tried to use the momentum.
Yeah,
it just didn't work out, but he tried to use that like really fast momentum after the RC. Get in.
Right. So you can shoot across. First round's gonna go to Dez right now as Chip moves in.
Oh, that was so tricky.
Yeah. Goes low and uses the clone to continue the pressure. A mix once again. He's holding it down right now. Double mix into the alpha plane. No. He's getting crossed up all over the place. Wall bounce into the break for the extra meter. Unfortunate. That's just the Chip special.
Oh, great check by Dez.
Which side am I on? I don't even know.
Good patience by Rakir. Didn't get clipped low. Oh, now he's in the corner.
Gold RC once again. Oh, tried to fake it out. He tried to go for the throw, but his throw got thrown.
Oh, wonderful dash block. Oh, this is so scary. They're both so
it is. It really is.
One hit. They're just navigating the jumps, navigating the normals. Oh, that was it for Rakir.
Nice. That was confirmed, but he doesn't find it. Dez still keep the pressure on. His next hit is literally the end of it. Gets the jump drill kick once again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. He gets the hit. He gets the low.
That was mad stress for
that cements the row.
Oh my goodness. These guys are fighting out here for their lives.
Nice. Keeps the pressure going. Wow. Gets the command. Tries to go for the command grab, but it gets jumped instead.
Yeah, perfect escape. Guy's gonna leave Rakir here in the corner. As much distance from him as possible. Oh, nice. Great check on the empty jump.
Yeah. Still keeping the pressure here. Dez is doing great at controlling that. Goes to purple RC backwards to see if he can try and whiff. Doesn't find it. Great block as well from Dez just to keep himself alive in this match. Rakir, so the back foot here. So many trips and he gets the standing K into the sweep. And that confirms the round for him. Moves on. Dez takes his very first match. His very first game in this set.
That was so high octane, and then it was just like right at the end, everyone had low health, and it was just like, oh my goodness.
Right. Everyone was just waiting.
Such tense situations because it's like anybody could just explode. Oh, I thought he switched. I was just bent.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Dave, what? He's just busting out his soul. I was like, what do you mean?
His soul tool P.
Can you imagine? It was just like, don't worry, let me bust out my pocket soul because obviously I have one. It's like, oh no.
To be fair, I think anybody has a pocket soul. I just think that's a thing. I think it's
that's
pretty
how
easy
it
enough
is.
to understand that. Yeah. Like I think that's pretty standard. I think that's pretty standard. So. Oh man. It's going to keep the. I'm trying to see how he'll adapt to this go around.
Alright, so
Chip's gonna be able to fight back. Keep the pressure on.
Oh no, getting clipped.
Still finding damage too.
Ooh, that overhead. Getting a little chip damage.
Still finding hits. Still going for opportunities here. Nice. Finding more and more hits as well.
Oh, he tried hit him out of it.
Yeah, that time it did. I
No.
may have been too meaty and gets the cross up as well into the overhead. That's so tricky because he could have gone low there too with how fast you fall.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, but he knew he just had enough life. Only one hit was gonna do it. Guess wrong. Okay, Rick here's getting momentum. Oh,
Nice
another
goes for the
command grab.
as well. Trying to keep the pressure. Gets the sweep. Still keeps the pressure going. Gets a counter hit as well. Tries to challenge it. Gonna break the wall with the double hit and actually kills him.
That killed? Man, I feel like I can never tell. When the wall breaks, I just assume, I'm like, nah, they're good. They had a nice chunk. I was like, what? You're not killed.
It's because when that wall breaks, it does extra damage off of a wall break as opposed to you just being up against the wall.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just surprising sometimes. It's like, no, they have a good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What the heck?
Yeah, yeah. I completely get that.
Rick here's got Guess cornered. Oh, great check on that overhead. He was RC cancel anyway, but now he doesn't have the Guess here. He's still stuck in the corner. But now he's fighting his way out. Rick here trying to get back in. Got the crossover with the Rensen pulling.
Nice. Okay.
Great check
counter hit
again.
as well.
Mr. YRC. Get off me, he said. Oh, the evasion of the shuriken with anti-air. You can't burst Axel.
Oh, but he wasn't ready. Oh, the DP whiffs. He tried to DP.
Goodness.
Recognized it and punished accordingly.
Hit him with
That's
the
all
snail.
she wrote. My goodness, man. Unfortunate.
Is this first to 3? Is there another game or is this it?
That's it. That's it.
No.
That's it. Oh no.
It is a 2 out of
Only
3.
the
That
finals.
was losers semifinals. So
No,
losers
that's
finals
right. Yeah.
is going to be Test Your Luck versus Dez, the run back.
Oh, the Nago returns.
Run back. Yeah, we're gonna see if Dez has something up his sleeve for this time because, yeah, like you mentioned, Test Your Luck knocked him into losers earlier.
Bracket, yeah.
Hopefully, that was a good ass set too. So either way, we're getting a run back.
Absolutely.
I'm happy to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely was a close match as well. We'll have to see if he's ready for it this time around or he's going to fall short once again. I mean, I'm interested to see how he adapts that sort of play style because I mentioned it before about the clone being sort of like the end all be all here, in terms of how effective it is at closing the gap on Axel because of the armor that it has. So I just don't quite know how he's going to be able to try and get around that. Obviously, he has to go for some more jumping normals. Maybe he has to try and play a little bit more of an aerial game. Axel still has great buttons in the air. Because every time that clone's going to go out, he's going to follow right behind it. Literally, that quarter circle 4 is going to go out, the quarter circle slash, and he's going to and he's going to have that continuous pressure no matter what. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's playing against him. He saw his strategy. Hopefully, he's got some counterplay this time. Understood, took it in the loss earlier, and will have something up his sleeve. And Test Your Luck, I'm sure, also wants to clearly win this and get that run back against Q in France.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see this match because already, like you said before, like we've already been mentioning, it's just the fact that it's like he got knocked down into losers by Test Your Luck, right? So you're already dealing with a scenario that like involves you having to really fight, like really adapt and see what it is that you learned this time around. How are things going to be differently when you're coming back into a matchup like this? So I imagine it really could go either way because last time it was extremely close too. So
yeah, exactly. So like they had some snowball rounds and then they had some rounds where it was going back and forth, but at the end of the day, Test Your Luck just happened to take it. So even though he won earlier, I still think it's anybody's game for who can take it this time. But I'm pretty sure Q would much rather that Test Your Luck win because I'm sure Axel Potemkin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he much prefer. He's probably a low key rooting for Test Your Luck, so he doesn't deal with Axel. But we'll see what happens. It could be anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a Potemkin's like either one of his worst or his worst matchup.
It's
like it is
definitely his worst. Like
it's hard for him to really do much of anything, and that definitely applies to the fact that like what I was mentioning before about how Potemkin has great normals. He has great long reaching normals. He has good pressure, but it's a matter of when he goes against somebody that's like way faster than that, then it's hard to sort of like try and counterpoke them, right? Go for whiff punishes because there's going to be a lot of times where your startup is going to be too long, right? And you could end up getting punished for trying to punish somebody else. But even still, I mean, I guess all that doesn't matter when you have like a 50% command grab, right? So I think that's okay. I think everything checks out with that.
Yeah, but you know what the problem with that though is he has to be in range to do it in the first place, and the problem Potemkin has to take a lot of risks to even get that close, and then who knows what could happen, and then it's a lot difficult. He's like easily locked down since he doesn't have movement options. It's easy for Axel to just keep him over there. So it's like even though if he gets in, he could die, but the problem is it's very hard for Potemkin to create that situation in the first place. So there are things Potemkin has options, not because he doesn't, but it's also options that are easily shut down by Axel in the same way. But that's for getting a match that's probably may not even happen because we still have this one going on, Des versus Test Your Luck first. See who's gonna come out on top for this one. Oh, starting off strong again. Starting off hot. Yeah, you know what?
60 immediately.
But Des was just like, you know what? No, not again. Stop. I'm gonna burst. Go away.
Get on out of here. We're trying to keep the distance in whatever way it is that he can, but he's already in the corner now. Great 2S as well and baits the burst. He doesn't find the combo though.
Small drop there. Might be a big drop. Oh, yeah. Losing that positioning. Plus frames.
Nice, baits the gold burst as well. That's might be death. Yeah, that's death. Oh,
goodness.
Oh, no.
For you. Damn. Oh, nice.
The bite. Take a chunk out of him. He's just trying to take a bite out of him.
Already. He's using all his blood to push him. The bleed on the up back.
Oh, my goodness.
Good.
Quick RC cancel as well, just to make sure he gets a little bit of the extra damage. And less of the scaling.
Oh, gets the counter hit off the clone. Yep.
Yeah, there's the clone.
Oh, that's it. Oh, he got burst right then.
Oh, RC, but he gets hit. Oh, good bait on the throw. Huge combo as well. Purple RC just to make sure he can try and get out, but it's the jumping K. It's so fast, actually. You come down with it. It's a great tool at punishing a lot of different things.
Yeah, that was a strange situation. It was hard to tell who was plus, who wasn't, who was allowed to press, what should I press, and at the end, Test Your Luck, his fast button coming down was able to take that. Axel can punish usually those really well, the charged dusts.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the cast is pretty, I feel like it's difficult because the spacing.
Right now, he's having a good time keeping this distance, I would say.
Oh, he's gotta be careful. Nagoriyuki's in. Perfect use there of the red RC. Oh, he got him.
Okay, nice.
Oh, that'll be it.
Too. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Unfortunate timing for the burst there. Testing luck.
Yeah.
One hit left. You're like, damn, it's over.
Yeah, blood gauge gets popped, and that's just it. Oh, tries to go for command grab. Tried to be a little bit tricky with his movement, but didn't quite find it.
Nice check.
As well. Dez is doing great at making sure that he's actually like punishing a lot of these attempts at trying to get in on him by Test Your Luck. He's actually checking a lot of his buttons and making sure that he's keeping that distance when he can. He uses the gold burst as well just to stop the dust. Goes for the burst just to try and take his turn back, but he gets blocked. Dez was already on the retreat, so he can't punish.
Oh, big counter hit, but he's gonna punish. Get him off of me. Get out of that corner. Do not want to deal with that situation. Avoids the spin. Again, avoids it.
Oh, the burst. The blood gauge. He's actually, he's not dead. Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's an OTG.
That's right. Yeah, you get the follow up after that. Rest in peace.
Damn, 2 rounds there were taken straight from Test Your Luck because the blood rage activated and he was just too low health. 1 hit. That was it.
Yeah. Here we go back into it once again. This is a first to 3. So you got plenty of time to adapt here. Goes for the Beyblade. Doesn't quite find it. The burst immediately. Des wants to keep that distance and gets the up variation.
Oh, that was a great evasion, but he put himself back in the corner. Great check on that.
He checked it that time, yeah.
Oh, he checked him again there after that. I'm not sure what he went for, but he's able to. Great counter hit again. Oh no, the blood rage activated. Going in for it again.
Oh no, RC actually to try and get the kill. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna have the chip anyway.
I think that's what he was going for because he saw that the crouching HS was not going to kill, so maybe he just went for something like a force chip using the spin.
Nice. The hit as well. Back dash. Crouching heavy slash. He's just trying to keep that distance. This is what you. This is how you play the matchup against Nago.
Yep.
And one of the things that is I also like seeing him do was he's using the up variant of that sickle chain to try and punish the clone as well, but he gets blocked. It's still no punish.
You can't punish it the way that he jumped already. That's the thing. It was totally safe. Yeah. He jumped already so that you would end up blocking the second hit, and that's just a safe. You had to jump in between it to actually punish, but if you're already jumping, you can't really do anything about it.
No.
Oh, is that going to be it? That should be enough. Oh, maybe a drop?
He didn't get the wall spot. I think he was expecting that to happen, but the burst goes wide.
This is going to be tough for him. Oh, no. If he committed to the cancel, that'll be it. It didn't kill.
No, he dropped it. The Beyblade.
What? Okay. That was just like...
Yes. No, you're right. No, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like incoherent gibberish. Like, yes, exactly. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
Explain that. It was so much. Oh, okay, yeah, you have to burst.
Yeah, you have to burst that one. Yeah, that's a huge combo starter for him. Huge confirm. Ghost dashes twice.
Oh, he jumped it. But still got burst on the way down.
He's trying to keep the pressure.
Oh my goodness, is that it?
Great back dashes. The movement's a little bit too much for him. That was crazy.
Tetsuya is really good at just being wily with all of the movement that Nago is offering him and being tricky and keeping people on their toes. It's so scary when he's in because he's so good at it.
It's so crazy. Goes for the sweep once again.
Risk gauge piling up.
Oh no!
Counter hit regardless.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, nice.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
The quick RC burst, but even still, it doesn't. It was on block, so he wasn't quite able to get the punish like that. Still trying to keep the pressure. 6P, thought he was going to jump out. You get the hit. Great ending K. That's going to be a...
that'll be
if he supers right here, that's it.
What? He didn't! Why did he super? Wouldn't that have been enough?
Yes, absolutely. it would have
don't
been.
Give it up like this. Don't give it up.
And now we're in a bad spot.
No, it's over.
If he just needed to super. If he would have supered, that would have been it, actually.
Yeah, that's... I was wondering, like, would it not hit from there? But it seemed totally like he could have just sent it. Yeah.
And even if it is at the tip, it actually gets him another extension, like off of that super.
Yeah.
So, you definitely should have supered there, but.
Yeah, just like there's no reason not to. It's not like the meter carries over, so.
Right.
Okay. He's got him in a good spot though. Dez trying to fight his way out. The clones are pushing him back in. Got the counter hit, crouching H. Get out of the corner. The blood activates. But it's Axel the way out.
Yeah. Let's just keep trying to see if we can find.
Well, it's scary. You have to. Yeah, the chip Renton.
Yeah, the chip. Yeah.
Again, when Axel just got you at 1 HP left, it's quite difficult. You have to just bust out or block, like FD your way in until you have no bar left.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Okay, we're at 2-2. Both of these guys, 1 game away.
Yeah, that's how it went last time. I was double command already. Clothesline.
Yep, now he did Renton. Like I said, the guess, when you do it over and over, it's like pretty much just a guess.
Yeah. There's the burst. Axel bomber.
Hold it in.
Nice.
Yep. Went for the throw. Meaty. Oh, throw, babe, with the rainwater.
That was so good. So well played by him. Trying to see what pressure it is that he can keep on him. Back dashes.
Oh, he's got him in the corner again. He's so good at pushing him to the corner early. But the back throw.
Still trying to find what he can. Nice, gets the hit as well. That's the punish. Good damage as well. Okay, just red RC just to keep the pressure. He's catching him trying to leave, trying to walk back.
Okay, you got a gold burst. Cancel the Renton into the command grab. Oh, try to go for the meaty jump. Oh, that might... Oh, but he already sent Renton, so he wasn't able to kill him off of that, but there it is.
There it is.
Oh, with that, Dennis is going to take the pit. Yep.
I was on the edge of my seat that entire
season.
I know,
right?
the whole time.
Every time I see the blood come out, I'm just like, I'm sad. because it's like you were doing so well.
And then the blood bursts, and it's like, oh no, it's over. Test Your Luck had an amazing
run.
Health
just melts away when the blood burst comes out. It's like
it's crazy how fast it drains. It literally does like 50% if you just let it sit. Right, and then of course they'll combo you while it's happening, and it's like, oh my god!
But it was a great match. Like both players played their hearts out. Like the explosive damage, and of course, like Dez always playing the defensive characters. Like Dez's defense is, I think, like watching his Dragon Ball Fighters days is his Exert playing against Peppery Splash, like the best. Like he played against Pepper Splash every week in Guilty Gear. Exert, right? You're playing against one of the best Venoms. Like, if you're gonna square up against that, you gotta have some good blocking. Defense is literally what Dez is known for. So, to watch him just sit there, take his time, with test your luck, and just kind of pick that Nagori Yuki apart. Definitely not surprised to see the blood burst happen quite a few times. Just out of sheer like you gotta get in, right? You gotta find a way to do the damage, and Dez is just content to sit there and block. So
right. Just there and wait.
Yeah, it was like back in the day with Dragon Ball Fighters Finals, him and Peppery Splash. It's like Dez would block for like 3/4 of the match.
Yep, that sounds like Dragon Ball. It sounds like Dragon Ball, honestly.
Right, but we got grand finals now. We got Q coming in winners versus Dez coming from the losers. So Dez is going to have to win 2 sets. It's going to be a big mountain to climb. Q proving that they're a very strong player.
Yeah. Still trying to once things get set up here. Once again, this is the matchup we were talking about.
Yeah,
See, we were the Axel versus Potemkin. Right.
It's gonna be a bit tough, but the good thing for Q is that they have the extra game of being on winner's side. So hopefully that buffer will allow them a better chance to compete against the unfortunate matchup they were paired up with in Kranz.
Yeah. This is about what you'd expect to see, honestly. Just for the slide head, once again, Mega Fist. He's trying to keep the pressure, trying to keep it in the corner. Goes for the card command grab. He gets it. RC? No, he's going to actually keep it. I love that. Yeah, the Garuda meaty as well. Burst wants to keep him in the corner.
Yes,
and card command grab. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's how it has to be.
Yeah, once he's in there.
That's the best way to use burst against Axel, like how Q just used it, is just to keep him in. Oh, he tried to check the Garuda, but you actually just have to jump. It makes sense to try and check it, but you have to jump, because your buttons just won't reach, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Looks to Rensen.
Nice purple RC, command grab once again, and here we are.
He's looking bad. Meaty Garuda again, Garuda twice.
Garuda
you don't got help for this.
Oh,
you
the
can't
burst!
Yeah, you can't even burst it.
Yep.
It sucks. I actually don't even know what you're supposed to do if he keeps looping Garuda over and over. Because you can't press, you can't jump. I actually don't even know what you're supposed to do. I forgot. Cry? I think so.
Yeah, I guess that's just...
You just die. Cry and die.
You have to, like, hold that, yeah. I mean, because FD doesn't even push you away because you get guard broken immediately, right? You're on recovery. I mean, that it hits.
I think it does. It does push you away, but then he's just a little more plus. But I don't think that matters. But he gets pushed away only a little. It's not as much as you'd hope, but...
Right. But that's because of the fact that you can like space Garuda well, right? Like that's already like bad enough.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you have to FD just to not take that ridiculous chip damage anyway.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Still trying to keep him back. Let's see what chain. Trying to find whatever it is he can. Slide head.
It's dangerous. I wasn't able to get the anti-air. Was able to get the YRC. Oh, no, he delayed it. Didn't think it would hit. Wasn't able to convert.
Yeah. And that's where Potemkin struggles, you know? Like, no dash, no nothing. Mega Fist is like his only sort of forward movement, right? Forward and back dash, quote unquote, along with Hammerfall. But, like, it's in a matchup like that, it's more common that you'll see Mega Fist get thrown out than you will Hammerfall because of all of Axel's, like, long-range buttons. You'll get hit twice no matter what. Nice.
Yeah, it's difficult. He has to just properly mix them up, keep the Axel on his toes. Hopefully get a lucky hit in, because you definitely just need one hit, but that could have been it. Oh, great check.
Lick tries to catch the jump.
Oh,
the command grab.
Gosh,
and that's it for this round. That's
doing an amazing job here. Ended up pushing Des to the corner and getting that pressure situation off.
Yeah, he's doing so well. Like when he has him in the corner, he knows how to keep that corner position. Actually, like
yeah, for
he's
sure.
doing such a great job at keeping that. He's doing such a great job at keeping that pressure. Like genuinely, nice circle.
See again, great burst because you know Axel was just gonna jump out, but he burst to keep him in, and now the pull in was like I pulled you closer.
Right.
But he was still able to sneak his way out of the corner there. He has to watch out for the hammerfall. Yep, he's ready.
Nice, yeah.
Rensen is good at stopping hammerfall because it's actually multiple hits. So.
Oh, try to stop his backdash. Or stop his air dash.
Great patience by Des to not press.
Oh no! He got whip punished by that.
Jumping S, yeah.
Yeah.
The butt.
Falling dust.
Okay,
Jeez,
yeah,
too
burst.
much.
Oh,
the command grab ends it.
Yes, that was perfect because Hugh read Rensen, right? That's what he did. The flicker would have been enough, but Des actually just did a delayed command grab and was able to stop the read right there. Yomi. Okay, we're at 1-1.
Command grab once again. He's gonna go wide. Slide head.
Oh, punishes with jumping S. Yep, get out of that corner. Oh no, he thought he would jump. Yep. Yeah. It's hard because you have to kind of like almost twitch react because like if you see something forward moving, you have to assume Mega Fist, right? And you have to react like mad early to even attempt. You can't get it. Oh, that's it.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yep. You can get a trade combo at worst pretty much if you react that fast. But a lot of time you'll counter hit it. But even if you get a trade combo, it's the same combo you would have got anyway on hit.
Just use hammerfall. Still trying to push in, yeah.
Kara Mega Fist to go over Rensen. I like the use of the short hammer falls, getting a little bit of distance. And then mixing it in with the Mega Fist. Again, keeping Des on his toes.
Yeah, he has to use the wall now.
Oh,
he tried to command grab. I think that was a mistake. It had to have been.
No, it's a real idea because like he was just a little too close. Because you can just command grab after that and then you'll punish the Potemkin and you get away from the mirror because it side switches.
Oh, that's true because of the distance. Okay, yeah. That actually does make... Yeah.
It was just a little too close that Potemkin was able to hit him. If you're further away, then you completely avoid it with the command grab.
Yeah.
And usually... Yeah.
Oh, man. The sweep.
Right.
Close it up. Yeah. You just pretty much have to play an aerial pod, if anything, before you can actually get in. Good command grab. Des is doing great at like mixing up his pressure from long range. Honestly.
Yep. No, he didn't get a punish. He missed the standing. Okay. This is scary. You know what? That will hit him.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he has to be careful. Oh no, that did so much damage too. That's wall break.
Oh, Des tried something.
Oh, it's not.
I mean, it's scary to not get the wall break. Honestly. Tried.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, that should be... Oh no, he didn't have meter. He didn't build the RC on the last hit. This is looking good. Yeah, get your distance. Wait, Kara Mega Fist again!
Double jumps.
Okay, try to go for a read. Didn't quite pan out the way he hoped. And Daz can stay alive here.
Yeah, I actually think he was doing that to try and close the gap so he didn't have to jump so much, right? He hit so many normals and so much chip. Because I've definitely seen some pots use that before as like a movement option as opposed to just like a read, actually.
Oh, I've actually never considered that.
Yeah, like they use it to get out of like pressure situations like this, in case like they need to try and find some sort of way to escape. But Des right now is keeping the pressure on, but now he's in the corner. Oh no, with no burst, he has to go to RC. Oh, he has to guess the mix too, because the burst.
Oh, this is so scary, but
he missed it.
That's okay. He had the
chase down,
to
Mega
keep
Fist.
save. He has to block it out. Yep.
Okay, now this is where he wants him to be at. He just has to keep trying to find ways to do that. Yeah, catches him on his jump frames.
Okay,
and he's gonna get the hit there.
2-2.
Here we go. What could be match point?
Does it reset or the end of the tournament? What's it gonna be?
Right.
Oh no.
Slide head just to keep the pressure. He's trying to see if he can catch him, trip him, just so he can get some sort of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, Kara command grab. There it is. He gets the hit. It's a setup.
Garuda
again. Garuda again. Jumps out that time. With Mega Fist. Has to block. Oh, it's a wall splat, so he can't even burst.
Damn.
You're into too many hits. Yeah. that was
Match
pretty much
point for
confirmed.
Q.
Rest in peace.
Let's see if Des can keep this under control. No, the Karo Megas are putting mad work. He air blocked it, so unfortunately he was not. He was plus. That'll break the wall. Oh no, he RC'd it.
No, he's actually going for. He's just going for the mix here. Goes for the Kara. Doesn't find it. If he gets grabbed here, that's it.
Burst. Is that enough?
That's it.
It is.
That's it. Q takes this tournament. Woo! Grand finals.
Amazing.
Rest in
Q.
peace.
Such like you can see that was amazing stuff by Q. Like you could see like all that work, like that just like that confidence. Like Q plays with such confidence, but it's so clean that it just he's able to just completely take the tournament, beat all of his opponents so cleanly. Good stuff to Q.
Yeah, you can also tell like
go for it.
You can also tell that like he knows how to play that matchup to an extent because of the fact that it's like when he was in that corner. That's where like Des was paying rent there at that point. Like he was stuck there because he was trying to make sure that he kept that pressure so consistently because he knows how bad that matchup is at full screen. It's just well played by Q, man. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Like definitely like not gonna lie, I had to mute myself because I popped off when air grabbed him. I was like, yo, did that really happen?
Yeah.
I'm like, I better mute myself before like I start screaming here because I don't want to blow up the mic. But, man, like what a tournament, a lot of great matches. You know, it was great watching Test Your Luck play Nagoriyuki. Super exciting, obviously. You know, that last match was pretty rough against Dez. You know, in terms of like, hey, Dez's defense is second to none. You know, cracking that egg open is pretty tough. And not surprised, like I said earlier, it's like not surprised that, you know, Bloodburst happened quite a few times. It's just like that's the nature of Nagoriyuki, right? Like you open up the can and it's big damage, but like if you have a hard time with it, it's like you're expending a lot of resources, right? So but yeah, super excited. Was great to see Rakira out as well, playing Chip. Chip definitely a super scary character to play against in this game. But once again, we are wrapped for the night. So shout outs to Q for winning the tournament. Shout outs to Dez and Test Your Luck for placing second and third respectively. Thank you to everyone who came out for our very first Guilty Gear Strive tournament. I think it went pretty well in terms of like, hey, it's 11:30 and we're done. So I'm surprised, but it's like this game appears to be a little bit quick. So I think just talking with my team in the background as this was going on, it's like I think we're going to take a look at going to top 8, 3 out of 5, just to make this a little longer, a little bit more competitive, because we have a little bit of breathing room in terms of timing. Obviously, we try not to go past midnight because everyone likes to get their sleep, especially if you're on the East Coast. But once again, thank you to everyone who came out today to participate in the tournament. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to the stream. Shout outs to Justin Wong for dropping the fat raid earlier. We see that. And of course, Matt Torino at $34. Before the night ends, you guys can still hit that contribute code, send the players home with a little bit more money. There we go. I saw 50 cents. Shout outs to whoever put 50 cents in the prize pool. You're hype. But once again, thanks, Fawn. Thanks, Miso. It was great having you guys cast this tournament. And before we go, you know, we got to make sure people know where to find you, right? So I'll let you guys lead us out.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm just at Misocrats everywhere. You can find me on Twitter. I'm like on DeviantArt. I draw and I stream. So I'm also on Twitch and Twitter. But yeah, that's it. You can just find me at Misocrats everywhere. You just look it up. That'll be me. And yeah, thanks everybody. This is fun. And I hope to do this again with you guys.
Yeah. As for me, you can find me at Fallen Legend once again on everywhere. It's the same on Twitter. It's the same on Twitch. Be sure, and on YouTube as well. You guys can go and check me out there. I'm really grateful to be able to commentate Guilty Gear Strive. I really do love this game. I genuinely was playing this game for hours earlier today. Like I'm really excited to be able to commentate it. Like I genuinely think it's a great game and it's super fun. And I was glad to be able to cast the tournament.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we're going to send you guys out and we're going to find someone to raid for you guys in a minute. But once again, thank you for tuning in. This is yet another episode of Digital Havoc. We'll be back on Thursday with Tekken 7. Hopefully going to be a Tekken Online Challenge event. So we'll find out in the next 24 hours or so. And we'll go from there. So once again, we'll see you on Thursday, guys. Have a good night. And keep playing Guilty Gear Strive.
Bye, guys.
Peace.